We're live.
All right. All right, let's call the Code Enforcement Special Magistrate hearing for the city of Lake Worth Beach for March 26th, 2026. Anyone who is going to speak today, please stand and raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in these proceedings. You have to say yes. Unless you want to say no, and then you can leave.
We're going to go to page 13. I'm sorry, 15. Item number 63. Case. Yes, sir. 15. Item 63. Case number 26-141. The property address is 806 Lake Avenue. Property owner is JC and AG Corporation. Officer Bryant. Yes, sir.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 1/16/2026 as a public services complaint. Existing violations are 12-18 trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from the property perimeter to include rear of property closest to alley. 14-32 business license. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license for owner JC and AG Corporation. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner JC and AG Corporation. 19-50 sidewalk cafe permit. To obtain an approved sidewalk cafe permit, please contact the Public Works Department, Sharon Garcia, for owner JC and AG Corporation. 19-52 sidewalk cafe permit fees. Please contact Public Works for fee inquiries for owner JC and AG Corporation. And 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please remove unpermitted makeshift awning in rear of property closest to alley. All other violations have been complied at this time. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 2/2/2026. Certified mail received on 3/12/2026. Post at property at City Hall 2/10/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/23/2026. Found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time for compliance is April 30th, 2026, or fine $100 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
I'm sorry, what was the fine as of today?
No fine as of today. The only cost or fine that would be on the property at this time is the administrative cost for $425.29.
Is it complied yet or is it not complied yet?
It's not complied yet, no.
You said complied and then I think.
Oh, yeah, so no, I read the active violations are, I'll read them again. They are 12-18 trash and debris, 14-32 business license, 14-35 use and occupancy inspection, 19-50 sidewalk cafe permit, 19-52 sidewalk cafe permit. Yes, and
Are
then
there any?
yes, 2-75.9 landscape debris is complied at this time.
Do you admit these or wish to contest them?
Yeah,
Do you admit them or wish to contest them?
not yet. I admit.
You admit. All right. For each of these violations, what was the date? of-
April 30th, 2026.
All right. $100 a day per violation past that date.
The land, so it's $600 total.
I see. Okay, certain cities, all right, then we'll make it $100 total.
Yeah.
All right, I need
Yes.
just getting on board here. Sir, you'll get an order in the mail. Have a nice day.
All right, thanks.
All right, and what are the costs here per
Uh,
case?
So for this is only one case, it would be all the violations need to be complied by that date, April 30th, or $100 per day.
Right, I
And then
understand.
the administrative cost of $425.29 by April 30th as well.
And then sir, can you just put your name and address on the record so that we have it?
Yes, Luis Gutierrez. Like the business address, the location address, or a personal address?
So,
806 Lake
It's
Avenue.
806. All right, thank you. Lake Avenue. All right, sir, you'll get an order in the mail.
Okay.
Get it done.
But good to go.
All right, thank you. Now, next.
We're going to go to page 1 of the agenda, item number
All right.
1.
Always good. All right, this is a lien reduction.
Yes, it's case number 06-110071. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 1322 North M Street. Property owner is Kenneth Pearson, Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. There is a code enforcement lien on the property located at 1322 North M Street for violations that are now in compliance. The property is otherwise free of all outstanding debts due to the city, and all administrative costs assessed in the underlying code compliance cases for the lien have been paid. Owner does not have any other properties in the city that have active code compliance cases. Owner has otherwise met all the requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property totaled $19,900. The city recommends to the special magistrate that an order be entered reducing the lien to $9,950 and payable by April 30th, 2026. If the city does not receive payment by April 30th, 2026, the existing lien amount of $19,900 shall be reinstated.
Is this a single family home? What exactly is the property?
Yes, Your Honor, it's a single family residence.
All right. And again, what were the violations?
This was for permits or work that was done without permits for interior renovation, windows, doors, siding, possible let's see, living space. So they're all complied by 2008, but it was for work without permits.
And how long did this go after there was an order to correct it?
So the case was initiated, or the violation was established 11/16, that's November 16, 2006. And then it was complied by August 29, 2008. So roughly almost 2 years.
But this has been um, Why is it on the agenda now in 2026?
This is when the owner is requesting a lien reduction. Yes.
Sir, you have something you'd like to
If
say?
I may, I've lived in the house since 1997 and it is homesteaded. I've been there. Oh, my name's Kenneth Pearson, 1322 North M Street, Lake Worth, 33460.
Is that right?
There's a red light on.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not, sometimes that means it's not on.
Yeah.
It's on. Maybe I'm just not standing close enough to
Soft.
Anyway, so yes, I have lived in that house for quite some time, since 1997. It is not my homestead. I did have work done on it. I pulled permits for everything I did. However, I didn't have them finalized in a timely manner. So then I was sent a notice that said, please have this done by a certain date. So I went through and diligently made sure every permit was finalized, or I would be fined $100 a day after that. But I had that all done. I even hired an engineer had to come in and look at the roofing, so that type of thing. But I did have it all done within time. I don't know what happened after that. So
Did you call the code officer saying that it was done?
well, I had all the permits finalized. I figured that's what
I'm sorry, I didn't.
I had all the permits finalized. I figured that's what
Right.
the issue was, so I had it all completed. So I never received any kind of notice that I can recall that.
It's not up
So-
to the city
I understand that.
to call in to make sure that you're in compliance. It's your responsibility. It's everyone's responsibility.
Did everything I thought I needed to do. I don't know what else there was that I needed to do to final this. I had everything finalized like I was asked to do, so.
Except, well, I would imagine it's clear on the violation to call or to call code enforcement, notwithstanding the fact that they get a permit and a fine. All right. I'm reducing this. I'm sorry, what was the recommendation?
The recommendation was $9,950. That's reduced from $19,900.
I'm reducing this to $4,500. How much time do you need to pay that?
I'm sure we could do that within 30 to 60 days.
Which would you like, 30 or 60?
We'll pay it tomorrow morning.
I'm sorry?
Tomorrow morning.
30 days.
Okay,
All right, have a nice
30
day,
days.
so you'll get an order.
thank you.
All right. All right, next.
We're going to go to page 2 of the agenda. Item number 7. Case number 25-2672. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 802 Lake Avenue. Property owner is Maglia Holdings No. 1 LLC. Officer Dale.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, your name, ma'am.
My name is Sandra Samaglia of Samaglia Holdings.
Okay, Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. This repeat case was initiated on December 17th, 2025, and went to hearing on January 29th, 2026. The repeat violations that were cited were 14-35 for use and occupancy certificates and inspection requirements. At that time, the tenant, Latitude 26 Art Gallery and Wine, and the owner, Samaglia Holdings No. 1 LLC, were in violation. This violation was complied on February 11, 2026. Per the order on January 29, 2026 by Special Magistrate McGibbon, the property was found to be in violation as a repeat violator and ordered fines to be paid in the amount of $500 per day from the date of case initiation. The property ran in fines from December 17, 2025 until February 11, 2026, and the property was out of compliance for 56 days, totaling the fine amount of $28,000. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's Code of Ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. However, due to the case being cited as a repeat violator, the city is not inclined to a lien reduction.
All right. Ma'am,
Wow,
this is a business.
it's an art gallery.
I see. Go ahead, ma'am.
Well, like I said, I'm Sandra Samaglia with Samaglia Holdings. And our company is vested in Lake Worth for over 30 years. Our buildings and our tenants are always code compliant. Saying that we got a certified letter is incorrect, because if we had gotten one, we would have responded. We're the ones that, from 2J's to City Hall, have gone to the national franchise shows in Miami Beach to better Lake Worth. Every year we make the flyers, we go, we brought Kilwins and other companies to Lake Worth. We've always been code compliant. If one of our tenants had a sign that was not acceptable, there's no sign on the building. It was a sign in the window. In fact, recently, the city gave her posters, this art gallery was given posters, please put them in the window for the St. Patrick's Day parade and different things. But all of this over signs that we were never aware of in the window of an art gallery is just.
All right, ma'am. How many tenants, how many bays are there?
It's one art gallery.
Hmm.
And in fact, if you looked at the picture in the building, there's nothing on the outside whatsoever. Actually, the mayor and the commissioners have said, not only the gallery, but we have been an asset to this city for over 30 years. We've never done anything that wasn't code compliant. In fact, it's the other way.
You see, ma'am, the problem is that you're responsible whether the tenants do.
I
it
do
or
understand
not.
that. And Leticia has the phone number of the tenant. And if there was a little sign that was off or not, like she was, they're here. They would speak up for themselves and move the little sign away.
Magistrate,
mean,
may I say something? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead and I'll respond.
I want you, go ahead.
One at a time. All right.
I want you to be aware that there was a use and occupancy inspection that was conducted on December 17th, which is the date that the case was initiated, and it failed for the following reasons. At that time, the tenant Latitude 26 Art Gallery and Wine had their inspection and they were disapproved for not having an approved business license for drink sales. The business was working outside or operating outside of the scope of their license. They were approved for an art gallery. And when I went to do the inspection, there was live entertainment there. So they needed to obtain an approved occupational license for the live entertainment. There was also damaged ceiling tiles in the employee area in the rear. They had to place unit numbers on the rear door. There was some damaged wood and stucco on the window in the rear exterior of the structure. So it wasn't just business license or sign. Now, when I went to the property, there was a commercial business sign in the window. At that time, I had explained to them because it was not approved that they had to remove it. So they did remove it at the time of the inspection. When we went back out for re-inspection, they placed it. It was placed back on the window. At that time, again, the code officer and myself advised them that it would need to be removed again. Even in going to the lien reduction hearing, there was a business sign in the window. It wasn't stickers this time. It was something that was hanging in the window, but they were
What
instructed
did it
that
say?
the name of the business.
With Happy St. Patrick's Day, said back. Yes. They had a Happy St. Patrick's Day with the name of the company in the window, set back from the window.
express notice for a second, just so we
Sure.
get our records clear. They're saying they did not receive a copy of the certified mail.
That
was
is
sent.
correct.
Did
That is,
Did you post at the property?
I did post the property on December 19th.
And the magistrate at the January hearings found that they were properly noticed, correct?
He did, that is correct.
Just making sure we have that.
All right.
we were not properly notified.
Litigate that.
Never notified.
Your name,
Why wouldn't 30 years would I not respond?
your name, sir?
It's Tom Semagli. He's one of the partners.
Okay, thank you.
What I want to mention as far as Kelly Art Gallery, the license, the departments don't communicate with each other. That license was applied for. She had the art gallery license, and to celebrate a new artist coming in to serve a glass of wine and somebody sing a song, that was not only applied for, but it has been approved. Any little damage on a window or anything in the back was also repaired with the address on there. Everything has been corrected. This is simple art gallery, nothing at all on the building to say the name of the company. In fact, she shouldn't have put the posters in the window that the city requested that she put in there for the parade. But this is actually egregious.
Ma'am,
You want to say something, Kelly?
Make sure you put your name on the record. please.
You got it. Hi, my name is Kelly Absher. I am one of the co-owners of Latitude 26. These are our amazing landlords. Little emotional because they're really awesome. Letitia and I have had many conversations going back and forth. This all started in July when I applied for a license for a business that we purchased that has been there for 3 years. We applied for the exact same license. I was given, and I have record, an email stating that it was approved by the city. I received this, it was approved. What I didn't receive was on the business application, a woman by the name of Sherry, can't read her last name, wrote no live entertainment or bar on the bottom in her handwriting, but it was not in the email that I received. So I did not know that I had to have a special permit use until December when she showed up and she explained it. I said, okay, no problem.
And you got
I did get it. I since then spoke with Anne, who was amazing. She helped me organize and get everything corrected. And then she came out about the sign because we just had letters. They were 2-inch letters that we glued on the window. She said, you can't have it on the window. You have to have a permit. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. It's just letters. She said, no. So I said, okay, we removed it. And then my husband hung like 8. So people kept saying, we don't know where you are. And I'm like, we have to get a permit from the city. We'll have our sign up soon.
which was applied for too.
That's all done and applied for, but I hung 18 inches away from the window and I have pictures. Just the word Latitude 26, 2-inch letters back from the window, 18 inches away from the window, not on the window, thinking that that was okay. It was truly a
Happy St. Patrick's Day.
misunderstanding and a little St. Patrick's Day thing for the parade. And we were told that now that's we're in violation and we can no longer have a lien. I feel like it's been a lot of miscommunication, and I want to just say that I have a lot of documentation. She's been very nice to us. We've been everything she asked. We literally did a lot of this right in front of her. I'm like, oh, I can fix the letters. It takes me 2 seconds. We fixed it. The broken tile. Oh, we can do that. We literally did it in less than an hour. We've gone above and beyond to try to do something great, and we want to give back to the city, and I don't want to damage their reputation at all. And I just feel like this has been a lot of little misunderstandings and miscommunications along the way.
All right.
Yolanda Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. As far as applications for permits for business license, they're not approved until for the permit, the application, the violation isn't in compliance until the permit is approved and issued. So just because you apply, that doesn't mean that it's in compliance. As far as business license,
It does.
it's not approved until you have an approved use and occupancy inspection. So just because you apply, it doesn't mean you're in compliance. And because it was there 3 years ago, our inspections are every 3 years. So that's probably why whatever was going on prior to you wasn't caught, because the inspections are.
So even if we got an email recently from the city saying she has approved. That means nothing.
That's your approval date. That's your compliance date. Once it's
Yeah,
approved,
she was approved.
that's your compliance date.
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
she has been
Yeah,
approved.
and we
She's done
understand
everything
that.
right.
Yeah, and we truly do understand all of
Right.
this now, which is when we went in front of the Historic Society, they explained things to us, and we do understand that now, but it was truly, truly an honest misunderstanding. And
Right.
that is turned into something else.
$6,500. How much time do you need to pay that?
I prefer not to.
You
Because
prefer not to what?
A quick story.
No, ma'am.
Okay, I want to mention that the city owes us about 10,000 on another code situation that I will quickly mention. A code officer came in saying that we needed at 716 Lake Avenue a fire alarm system installed
Mhm.
at many thousands of dollars.
Excuse me, Your
Of
Honor.
course, we are code compliant and we did it immediately. It
It
was put in. Recently, the fire marshal came in and said, "What is this doing here? This system you've got everywhere." I said, "Well, we do everything by the book. We do everything right. Code said we need it." And he said, "It's misleading. You don't need it. Now you have to pay to have it removed at another couple of $1,000s." And we removed it. And the other day, the city came and said, "Final inspection. Okay, it's removed." Where do I go? Where do I go with that?
You don't seem to understand. You can't choose not to. I reduced it to $6,500. I'll give you 60 days to pay that.
And,
Excuse me,
okay,
if you don't pay it, it goes back up to
$28,000.
$28,000. And what you don't understand now, you can certainly, as of the date that I signed the order, you
yes.
can appeal to circuit court. And
how would I get the money for the,
excuse me,
the
ma'am.
code-
Let me
okay.
finish.
Okay,
All right. If you don't pay it, the $19,000, the city can foreclose the property. All right. So you can choose whatever you like. You
okay.
can pay the $6,500
Okay.
in 60 days.
Would you
Excuse me. You can appeal it, my order, within 30 days of the date you get the order,
Yes.
or you can do nothing and allow the city to foreclose your property. So that's what you can do. Now, is there a question?
Yes. Would you recommend then get my attorney to try to get the money from the city?
Yeah, I can't.
That's
give-
a separate matter. Okay. All right. I'll choose to pay the 6,500.
Have a nice day. You'll get an order.
Thank you.
I'm sure. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 8 of the agenda. Item number 36, case number 19-1218. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 615 North C Street. Property owner is Kenneth and Harriet Dowry. Officer Dorcius.
Are you counsel?
Yes, Sam. I'm sorry. I'm Mark Perry, 88 Northeast Fifth Avenue, Delray Beach, Florida. And this is Marnie Benz.
And what type? Yeah. What type of property is it?
This is residential?
Okay. Single family?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Residential, but it's not homesteaded, correct?
That, I'm not aware of that. I can't.
It's not homesteaded. Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address been read to the record. This is an attempt to enter to a stipulated lien reduction with the property owner Marine Benz for the property located at 615 North C Street. The owners otherwise met all requirements, sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city code of ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. There's a lien existing on a property for a total of $44,700. The city has reduced the lien down to $4,470 made payable by June 24, 2026. The owner did not agree with the reduction amount at this time, and the city is not inclined to any further reductions.
There are actually two cases that are going to be very similar. So I don't know if you want to do both of them at the same time, or we can do this one and do the next one. It's going to be the same evidence.
What are the violations? Are they the same or are they?
So for case number 19-1218, the violations were 23.4-19 outdoor storage and 23.6-1 landscape regulations.
Do you want to call the other one? The clerk is requesting the vote separate. I mean, I can call if you prefer, but there are different
Violations.
lien amounts and different violations.
Did they happen the same time?
No,
No, about year apart.
All right, so
it's up to you, magistrate, if you want the other one called.
we can do them separately. It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
Okay, so the existing violation was 23.4-19 outdoor storage, which was complied, and 23.6-1 with landscape regulations. The last violation was complied on August 18, 2020. The case was initiated on February 22nd, 2019. That case went to hearing on April 25th of 2019.
All right, so how many, what's the penalty up to on this particular one?
What's the fine amount?
Yes.
All right, so the total lien was for $44,700. And the city reduced it down to $4,470.
All right. And there was a hearing regarding this?
Well, the only hearing date was on April 25th, 2019, when the actual case went to hearing. That was the only hearing.
Well, how did the city reduce the penalty if there was no hearing?
Because they applied for a lien reduction, and now we're here today trying to see if we will reduce the
Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach, that's the city's suggested reduction of lien, which is the maximum we can reduce it to, so we gave them the maximum reduction. So
All right.
we just need your ratification.
Oh, all right. And what about the second one? Since, Counselor, you have a thought on that?
I do have some evidence I'd like to present to you. May I approach you with the. And this is the problem, is it's a unique ownership, how this is constructed. And then how the city's been treating it itself is, if you'll notice, this is
evidence?
Yes, please.
Ordinance number 1.
In the history of this property, it was a mother, father, and then 2 sons that lived at this house, quite elderly, by the way. And what you've got Harriet and Samuel doing a transfer of ownership, retaining a life estate, with the beneficiaries of that being two trusts, which are actually the trust, which Marnie Benz is the trustee, the Wayne Allen Dowry Special Needs Trust, and then also Marnie Benz is trustee of the Kenneth Eugene Dowry Special Needs Trust. And the reason why that's important is the parents passed away. And so you have the 2 gentlemen living in the house who are mentally incapacitated. Very, very difficult for them to operate on their own volition. So what has happened here is we had notices sent to this residence, was 615 North C Street. However, the owner of the property is the trustee. The trustee did not receive any mail to her residence, have any notice of these hearings. So if you notice at the hearing itself, it's noted that no one attended. So what ended up happening is that she's going in the process, everybody's passed away. She's going to go ahead and sell the house. And at the closing, she found out that there's liens on the house, totaling more than $250,000. The house is appraised with property appraiser's office at $239,000. So of course the sale didn't take place. And if you notice, and again, it's such a unique situation how it's owned, the notices and how the city's treated it has been incorrect. If you notice on this particular one, it's showing Dowry, Kenneth, and Harriet, which I'm assuming is Dowry, as being the defendants in this. And that can't be. because who it should be Marnie Benz as a trustee of the two trusts.
Well, actually, it probably should be the trusts.
That is correct.
Yolanda Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. We do not have a lot of space for characters on there, but it's all the names in Papa.
Okay.
That's who's in there. And we go by the address in Papa, property appraiser. And the address for property appraiser is 615 North C.
I understand
Now,
that.
if you need the mail to go to a different address, you have to reach out to us and let us know, hey, we need this mail. We can add an additional address, or you can contact Papa and change the address in Papa.
And I understand
And
that.
we also post it to the property. This is
It-
the evidence of posting, which is proper service.
All right, this fine amount was $44,000.
Correct.
Now, let's just put this one aside and talk about the next. Oh, and by the way, ma'am, are you going to own this property as a trustee or as an individual?
Individual.
You plan on renting it? You plan on living there?
Planning on selling it.
Selling it?
Yes.
Okay, the next case is item 37, case number 19-2762, which is a public request for a lien reduction at 615 North C Street. Respondents were Harriet and Kenneth Gowry, Officer Dorcius, and the new owner is Marnie Benz.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, address, and case number have been read to the record. The city's attempted to enter into a stipulated lien reduction with the property owner, Marnie Benz, for the property located at 615 North C Street. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of section 2-69.3 and 2-693.1 of the city's code of ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. The lien existing on the property totals for the amount of $205,400. The city has reduced this lien down to $20,540 made payable by June 24th, 2026. The owner did not agree with the reduction amount, and the city is not inclined to any further reduction at this time. Case number 19-2762 was initiated on July 8th, 2019. That case went to hearing on October 31st in 2019. The last violation was resolved on July 18th, 2025 for 23.2-21 building permit for a shed.
All right, so basically, we're talking about a permit for a shed. Okay.
That was the last violation. You want to know all the other violations?
Oh, there were others?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
12-38 lots, lands of nuisance, 12-17 trash cans, 23.4-19 outdoor storage, and last 23.2-21 building permits.
All right, and they came to 200 and how much?
205,400.
And if I may respond,
You may.
is with that, I'm not questioning the notices, whether they're legal or not. I just wanted to let you know that Marnie Benz, who's a trustee, once she became aware of it, immediately hired my office to help rectify the problem. I didn't want you to think that she was ignoring the notices of what happened.
Mhm.
And in this last year, she has spent $7,911 to get the property in compliance.
All right. I'm going to accept the first reduction to, what was it, 40?
For the reduction amount?
Yeah.
$4,470.
Okay. As to the second one,
They received the maximum again.
I'm sorry.
They received the maximum reduction again per city ordinance.
Oh, I can't reduce it below. Hmm.
Only if it's homestead and it's not.
I thought that if it was a residence,
No, if it's homesteaded, it's a residential rental.
oh, it's a rental.
Yeah.
I see. But
No,
wasn't
it's not
at the
rental.
Time of the.
It is not rental.
Then it's not homesteaded.
Well, but the family was living there as there's no rent being paid.
Still not homesteaded. If it's homesteaded, it can go lower than the 10%, but because it's not homesteaded, it cannot go lower than the 10% per order.
Wow. Wish we would have known that.
Does the ordinance of the city so provide? Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I was not aware of that.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Okay.
Take your time. I mean,
Sorry about that. All right, so section 2-69.3.1, which is lien reductions and the lease of liens. In section E of that says, we didn't disclose exceptions. In determining how much to reduce the outstanding lien, the special magistrate may also consider any documented expenses incurred to bring a property into compliance. Sorry. The use of the term documented expenses in this article may also include permit fees required to bring the property into compliance and the cost of any lien search conducted pursuant to this section. However, the lien reduction, application fee, any outstanding administrative costs, and any government penalties or fines shall not be included. The special magistrate may reduce the outstanding lien amount by the total amount of these documented expenses. Except as otherwise set forth herein, the special magistrate shall not reduce any lien after documented expenses are deducted, if any, to less than 10% of the remaining outstanding lien. If the lien is attached to an owner-occupied residential property, the special magistrate may reduce the lien to less than 10% of the remaining outstanding lien based upon the considerations of the criteria set forth in subsection D above and upon the deduction of documented expenses. The applicant shall provide documentation that the owner occupies the residence at the request of the city.
okay, well, the question comes up, and I don't know if it comes up in this case. Counselor,
Yes.
the fine has to be, number one, determined by the violation itself. And number two, there has to be a proportionality as far as the property goes. You had said that it was how much, the property appraiser?
239.
Yeah, unfortunately, if I were free in this instance, I would lower it below the 10%, but I don't have the authority to do that. So it would be 20,000. Now, you may want to take this to court as far as due process goes. But I don't have the authority to go below that.
Could you take the costs that we incurred and do a reduction off of that? Because I think it did read that there was a reduction we could do.
Well, how much were the costs incurred?
If I may, this is our listing.
We take receipts. We need, yeah, we need the receipts in order to read it.
Well, the only thing that is there is we were required to pay the real estate taxes before we could come before you. So I'm listing that as an expense, but well, I'm just disclosing what that reflects.
This would lower it by, let's see, the real estate taxes have nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Reopen case, no. I'm sorry, sir, I can't accept this.
Okay.
So it's 20,000 and 4,400. 20,050? No, 500,
$20,540.
yes. And like I said, I don't know if this is proportionality, but that's all I can do.
Can you give us some time?
How much time would you like?
6.
I need time. I don't have $20,000. I inherited this house. I don't have $20,000.
I understand.
Can
If I
you,
had known, I would have fixed it. I fixed it the minute I found out.
Ma'am, this is not a known thing, and like I said, if it were up to me,
I appreciate that.
I would,
The city is suggesting, requesting 120 days for compliance. I mean, for payment.
okay,
that's fine.
Is that
that's fair. Thank you. That's fair. Gives us time to sell it.
I need a date
Oh.
cert.
So that would be for case number 19-2762
For both.
for both? Okay. September 25th.
Is that before the hearing? I need it before the hearing.
This is a reduction. It wouldn't matter if it was before or after the hearing. This is a
Okay, you're
one-time
right.
shot.
Okay, gotcha. September 25th.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
Can I have a
Counselor.
tissue?
Oh, yes, by all means. All right. Next case.
Not related, no. Where am I going? We are going to go to page 2 again to the agenda, item number 6. Case number 25-2106, which is a public request for a lien reduction at 318 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is T&D Dixie LLC, Officer Dale.
Your name, sir?
Adam Asher.
Mr.
Mrs.
Asher, how are you related to Demaglia Holdings, number 1
No,
LLC?
we're on item number 6.
6, I'm reading 7, thank you. T&D Dixie LLC.
This is my mother, Dorley Asher.
Okay. Who is the representative? Who is the principal of T&D?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your name?
My name is Dorley Asher,
Okay.
and my son represents me and assists me, and his Adam Asher.
Okay.
Officer Leticia Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This repeat case was initiated on October 8th, 2025 and went to hearing on October 30th, 2025. Citing repeat violations 23.5-1 for signs and 14-35 for use and occupancy certificates and inspection requirements. The 23.5-1 violation was resolved on October 24th, 2025, as the owner removed all the signage from the property. And violation 14-35 was resolved or complied, on October 29th, 2025. Per the order on October 30th, 2025 by Special Magistrate McGimmett, the property was found to be in violation as a repeat violator and ordered fines to be paid in the amount of $250 per day from the date of case initiation. The property ran in fines from October 8th, 2025 until October 28th, 2025. The property was out of compliance for 20 days, totaling the amount of $5,000. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of sections 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's Code of Ordinances relating to the reduction of code enforcement liens. Due to the case being cited as a repeat violator, the city is not inclined to a lien reduction.
What would you like to say?
We'd like to say that we are always trying to be compliant with the city. Yes, this is a repeat violation. I think this stems back to 2022 when the sign was initially pulled the permit for, installed, and we had a licensed contractor install it, applied for a permit properly. And I think what happened is there was a miscommunication between the contractor at the time and the city or us, I don't know, for closing the permit out. So then years went by before we realized that this sign, because the sign was up for many years, that it was not in compliance until October of 2025. But as Letitia mentioned, the moment we found out that it was not in compliance, we immediately went back to the original contractor who put in our sign and found out that they had retired because we wanted to handle it immediately in one day. So then it took a little longer. It did take us about 2 weeks to become compliant because we had to do a change of contractor and almost redo the permit. But we did it fast and as quickly as we could because really our goal is to be compliant, not be standing here and just be a team. So we are please asking for forgiveness on these fines. We've spent over $11,000. And I have some receipts that's to show that our expenditures to
Okay,
become
one second.
compliant.
You said this was a repeat violation.
That is correct.
When was the first time?
That is. That's new file.
We said 22.
21.
21.
So 2021.
And this was the sign?
This was in reference to signs and the use and occupancy inspection.
Were you aware of it?
Yes, so the first time in 2021, that violation, that was a rough time because it was similar to previous person that was speaking about having a sign and then being notified and posted and mailed to the wrong address, which we understand. We need to go through Sunbiz and Papa to do that. So that was in 2021. And we, in the end, corrected that as quickly as we could. You were ill at that time. That's when I kind of started helping, but irrelevant at this point. Everybody's fine. We got that compliant. So then since that happened, we became hypersensitive to falling out of compliance, such as this repeat violation of the sign. So the moment we found, like we applied for a permit, we did it, we thought the permit was closed out, even though we know it's our responsibility to check with the city. Wasn't closed out, but the moment we found out it wasn't, we did. So because of the first violation, we were able to handle the second violation very quickly, which we didn't know about.
Reducing this $3,500. How much time you need to pay that?
What is the amount?
$3,500. We spent $11,000 to fix this. I know you hear a lot of stories.
Okay.
I mean, you're
90 days?
Okay.
90 days.
Okay, we'll do that June 26th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next.
We're going to go to page 10 of the agenda. Item number 47, case number 25-1950. Property address of 228 North J Street. Property owner is Chris D. Shin, Officer Bryant.
Thank you.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 9/18/2025 as a citizen complaint. The existing violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 general requirements. This is for dirt and mildew buildup on the fascia, front and rear, and then walls of the structure. 23.4-10A3 parking on landscape. Please remove all vehicles from all areas of landscape of property and place on approved parking material. 1 second, please.
Take all the time.
2-75.9 landscape debris. Please remove all landscape debris from all areas of property. 12-18 trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from the property perimeter to include trash and debris in rear and shopping carts in rear. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. Complied violations of the property are 15-39 abandoned property. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 9/29/2025, re-inspected on 12/29/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/12/2026. Certified mail received on 2/17/2026. Posted at property at City Hall 1/15/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/23/2026. Found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time for compliance is April 30th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right, ma'am, your name
Jennifer Kim.
and how are you related to Christy Shin?
Yeah, he's my son and I manage property for him.
Okay. Ma'am, do you admit these or wish to contest?
Yes, but
Yes, you admit.
yes, and then I was in process of already done some improvement, just couldn't finish it. So I just need some extension. I need the extension to
You need more
comply.
time. What was
Correct.
the date?
Our recommendation is April 30th, 2026.
You don't think you can get this done by April 30th?
Probably not. I just want to have enough time because of the ground cover.
We'll make it May 31st.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and I'll accept the $75 a day past that date.
Okay, thank you so much.
Can you also order the MD, please?
And what are there costs?
Yes. Yes.
How much are the costs?
Administrative costs of $425.29.
Is that the standard? Okay. All right, ma'am, you'll get an order in the mail.
Okay.
Now we're gonna go to page 28. Item number 120, case number 26-93, property address of 1823 Second Avenue North. Property owner is Composite Systems, Inc., Officer Vasquez.
I'm sorry, what was the address again?
Yes, sir. It is 1823 Second Avenue North, number 120.
All right,
Code Officer Juan Vasquez, City of Lake Worth Beach, code compliance. Case number, owner's name and address have already been read into the record. This case was initiated on January 13th, 2026. And this was as a field observation. And the existing violations are as follows. 2-75.6.5. Please repair, install electrical outlet covers for all open electrical outlets and switches in the entire property to include the garage, the rear exterior, and basement. 2-75.6.6. Please install lit exit signs at the front and rear exits of the property. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 12, 2026. Certified mail was delivered on February 14, 2026. Posted at the property in City Hall on February 13, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has been made. And the recommendation time, due to the severity of the violation, the city is requesting that the violation be complied immediately for a fine of $100 per day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 29th, 2026.
all right, would you repeat for me specifically what the violation was?
Yes, the violations are 2-75.6.5. Please repair, install electrical outlet covers for all open electrical outlets and switches in the entire property to include the garage, rear exterior, and basement.
All right, this is a single family home?
No, this is a commercial business.
All right,
Yolanda Bryant, correction, Special Magistrate. The city is recommending compliance by March 31st, but we would prefer immediately. We have to give me 5 days.
all right, sir, your name
Don Drotar.
and How are you related to Composite Systems, Inc.?
Owner,
No, the
CEO.
corporation owns this. Are you
Okay.
president? of
Yeah,
the
CEO. Yes.
corporation? All right. You admit this or wish to
Yes.
contest it? You
Yes.
admit it?
Yes.
All
We're,
right.
we're working on it. I mean, we've done.
When do you think you can have it done?
Well, the only issue we've had and this is, just the way it goes. Every Friday we had an opportunity to bring in a licensed electrician to install the, exit signs. I think we've upgraded we've got our fire extinguishers current now in this property. But, you know, it's a small job, so they kept postponing. So we were hoping to get it done this Friday or the following Friday because there's nobody in the building on those days. But other than that, you know, we've done some of the things that Juan has asked as far as outlets go, but they're incomplete. And we'll get it done as soon as we can. So,
All right, well,
you know, I know it's
you're going to have to get it done by the 31st, or there's going to be a fine of $150 a day.
understood. Understood. Our intention is to do it.
All right. And $425 fine. Even if you get it done by the 30th.
Understood.
Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Juan.
Next.
Going to go to page 23 of the agenda. Item number 96, case number 25-2321, property address of 1821 Montague Street. Property owner is Clark Freed, Jarrett Arena, and Kelly R. Arena. Supervisor Hicks. 23.
Bobby Hicks with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated as a field license inspection on November 3rd of 2025. Active violations are 12-18. Please remove all trash and debris from property. 14-32. Please apply and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license for Jarrett Arena. 14-35. Please schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for Jarrett Arena. 2-75.6.2. Please remove all peeling paint from rear patio and repaint. 23.2-21. The property owner failed to secure a building permit for an AC. Permit application for the AC 25-3589 has been approved and inspected and closed out. Permit application for the unpermitted driveway 26-0443 was submitted on 2/11 of 2026, disapproved on 3/5 of 2026, and the notes are attached to the case. Permit application was resubmitted for the driveway on 3/13/2026 and is currently in plan review. The complied violations are code sections 15-39, 12-17, 23.4-4, 23.4-11. Courtesy notice was issued November 3rd of 2025. A reinspection was conducted on January 16th of 2026 and found to be in noncompliance. Formal notice in violation of hearing was issued via certified mail on January 16th, 2026. Certified mail was delivered and left with individual. Tracking number was 8698. Property was posted on January 15th, 2026. Last reinspection was on March 24th of 2026. Photographs have been taken showing the violations. I've been in contact with the property owner via email and the property manager who's here today. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 27th of 2026, or fines of $75 per day, plus the administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 27th, 2026.
All right, this is a single family home that's
Yeah.
rented.
Yes.
Your name, ma'am?
Good morning, Gabriella Beltran, designated agent for the owner.
I'm sorry.
Gabriella Beltran, designated agent for the owner.
Well, you have something that says you can.
Yes, we have.
Designation of agent is, sorry, it's
All right.
attached into the case. It's in the loose folder file.
All right, you admit this or wish
It's
to
in there.
contest it?
No, we admit this and we were able to clear most of the items. The only one pending is the pavers that were installed by the previous owner. This owner purchased the property, wasn't aware. Then we had to find a contractor to help us get them permitted. It's currently open. As the last time that I checked, it's showing estimated completion April 24. So I would just like to ask for 60 days to make sure that this permit gets closed out. Once this permit gets closed out, then we can obtain the business license and complete the use and occupancy inspection.
You're saying you can't get it done by April 27th?
Well, I mean, it's currently in progress, but they had some comments, we resubmitted, and their expected completion is April 24. Now, I just want to make sure we have enough time. It's already in progress.
Your Honor, if I may. Scott Rodriguez, Assistant Director of Planning, Zoning, and Historic Preservation.
Yes, sir.
The actual review period is April 7th. It is in my team's queue. I would also recommend that the applicant meets with staff to go over that again, because there's several comments. So I would not object to a 60-day extension. I think that would give us adequate time to meet with the applicant.
All right, we'll make it May 31st.
Thank you.
And otherwise, the $75 a day and $425.29 for call. All right, thank you, ma'am.
Let me pick that.
Next.
Page 13 of the agenda, item number 56, case number 25-2244, property address at 318 South K Street. Property owner is Jack's Realty Fund 3 LLC, Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 10/22/2025 as a field observation. I would like to put on record that the agent does not have a designation of agent form on file, just before I start. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 business license. Please apply for an obtain City of Lake Worth Beach business license for owner Jack's Realty Fund.
Wait,
3.
One sec.
Mhm.
Ma'am, your name
My name is Milagros Suri.
and how are you related to Seven Angles or Angels LLC?
No,
No,
so
sir.
we're on page 13, item number 56.
It's
Thank you.
Jack's Realty Fund 3 LLC.
Oh. All right.
And I work for the property management company. Sure.
Page 13.
Yes, sir. Item 56 at the very top.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I just
All
want
right,
to.
how are you related to Jack Realty Fund 3 LLC?
Property management office.
Go ahead.
Yes, and Code Officer Juliana Bryant, I just wanted to put on record that we don't have a designation of agent form on file. So the existing violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license for owner Jack's Realty.
Wait. Are you an employee, Jack's Realty?
No, I'm not. He has his property under a management company, management office, and I work for the management office for that property.
Yolanda Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. Do you have some documentation?
I have the
If not, you can
emails.
testify, but you can testify, but you can't speak on behalf of the owner.
But you can't represent the.
No.
Okay, so, yeah, he didn't send the documents in time.
All right. Now, go ahead. So we have that straight.
Okay.
The active violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license for owner Jack's Realty Fund 3 LLC. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner Jack's Realty Fund 3 LLC. 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please repair or replace rusted wall ACs. Please replace missing light of lamppost. 2-21 building permits. The property owner failed to secure a building permit for windows. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. Complied violations are 12-18 trash and debris. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/22/2025, re-inspected on 12/22/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/28/2026. Certified mail received on 2/9/2026, post at property at City Hall 2/5/2026. Last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property manager, but not the owner. Recommendation time is May 28th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by May 28th, 2026.
All right, ma'am, you can't represent the owner, but you as a witness can say whatever you'd like.
We would just like to request an extension for the for the rental license inspection, since we are waiting on the permits for the windows they are in process, as well as the finalization of 3 other items on that list.
May 28th, 2026. I do have word from the building division that that is sufficient time for compliance.
And that's my
May 20, I'm sorry, what was that date?
May 28th, 2026.
May 28th.
Yes, you just have to have the permit in the approved status, not final, just approved.
Just approved, okay.
All right.
Approved.
And $425.29. Well, you'll get an order.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 20 of the agenda. Item number 85. Case number 26-43, property address of 1125 Crestwood Boulevard. Property owner is New Generation Church of God, Inc., Officer Domingo.
Your name, sir?
Good morning, Lightilo Vinci on behalf of the New Generation Church of God.
And Inc., what position are you?
The attorney.
Oh, your counsel?
Yes.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, counselor.
So Carlos Domingo with the City of Lakewood Beach, code compliance, case number, owner's name and owner's address has already been read into the record. This case was initiated in January 9th, 2026 as an internal complaint with existing violation being 14-34. Please contact the building department for assistance with obtaining a use and occupancy exemption certificate. And 14-35, please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for both New Generation Church of God, Inc. and 23.5-1 E14 for excessive window signage. Formal notice of violation in here was issued via certified mail on February 11th, 2026. Certified mail is still in shows that's still in transit. Posted at property in City Hall on February 11th, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026 and found to be in non-compliance. Photos of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has been made. The city's recommendation time for compliance is for April 30th, 2026, or pay fines of $100 per day after the city's recommendation time for compliance, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right.
At this time, Your Honor, we're requesting an extension. Our client recently hired a licensed engineer. As stated on the record, the non-compliance requires zoning and also permit to be submitted. We're in the process of getting those documents and also those plans submitted to the city.
January 9th.
6 months, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is a church which.
What was it before a church?
So the thing is that according to an agreement with the city, is that the property was only meant to be an office space, a nonprofit office space, and which in this case they're starting to use it as an assembly place of worship, or assembly, location of worship, and they need to update that business license to reflect that.
And for the record, Your Honor, it was being used in an office and now it's being used as assembly just recently. And that's why we need the time so that we can.
But it's important. There are certain requirements of which I'm sure you're aware of when you have an assembly, egress, ingress, all of that.
I think if I'm not correct, there's concerns about parking too at this location, right? Like, we're not gonna be able to give sufficient parking for an
Yes,
assembly
ma'am.
location. I think that was just a concern that we had previously.
And we're also getting planning in so we could get that rectified also, which would require the extension that we're requesting.
Does the city do status?
Yes.
All right, when, let's see, when is the May hearing?
May hearing is May 28th.
All right, I wanted on the agenda for May, that's not mine, though.
No, May is yours.
Yeah, all right, and we'll put it on for the 28th. As a violation hearing, and I'll make a decision at that point. Where we're going, be prepared at that hearing, tell me what you've done. And if you need more time, be prepared for the exact time you're going to need.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, have a nice day.
Thank you, Your Honor. And that was May 28th.
May 28th, yeah.
28th.
You'll get a new notice, and we're gonna do that as a status fine assessment? Is that how you want to do it?
No, we're gonna do it at a violation hearing. In essence, I'm continuing this
Okay,
to May 28th. We're gonna do a status right there.
got it.
And like I said, if they're dragging their feet or there's a problem or something, we'll make a determination at that point.
Is it something that can be used as just office spaces until you have your permitting to then become an assembly space? That's just something I'm concerned about, is that this is gonna be continued to be used for an assembly for the next 2 months with insufficient parking and insufficient wiring and insufficient not zoned for that. I think it was a neighbor complaint about this too, related to the parking situation. I'm just concerned about this spiraling a little bit.
Says Scott Rodriguez with Planning and Zoning. That is a terrific point. There would be some use issues related to this. If it's meant to be an office, they shouldn't be doing any type of church-related activities. That's going to increase the parking, increase the intensity.
How many people use this in the church? 45.
Roughly around 40 to 45.
That's a lot of people to go from an office.
This will require planning and zoning to review for staff or board level approval to a place of worship.
Well, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find the violation and we'll make the approval, we'll make the compliance date the 28th. And I'll know at that date whether you get more time or it's done. It's essentially an extra month.
No, I was trying to get the ruling, Your Honor. You said you're going to request a fine and still postpone it for the 28th.
In essence. And I'll decide, no, I'm going to make it the compliance date. And like I said, once again, if I don't think you're getting this done.
Yolanda Bryan, City of Lake Worth Beach, if you make that the compliance date, they will not appear back before you with the exception of requesting an extension of time. So once you put a compliance date in an order, they will have to have an application for extension.
Well, they'll have to do that then. You'll know it and you'll have to support it if you need more time. So you're going to have to make for the same date. If you're going to need more time.
Yeah, most likely going to need more time. And we'll be able to explain as far as why.
And just know if you request an extension, you have to request it prior to the 28th, prior to the compliance date. Okay, has to be done prior to.
No, I would think how long, week and a half, you're not gonna make it. Why? and 400, and that's $100 a day after that, after the 28th, and $425.29 cost.
Yeah. I'll give you a card or contact information. You can let us know you want to come in and ask for an extension.
Oh.
Yes, it's my card. So if you need an extension, there's no application and a fee, so you can just reach out to me and I'll explain.
Right.
All righty. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
We are going to go to page 9 of the agenda. Item number 44, case number 25-2029. This is a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 404 South K Street. Property owner is Brian M. Ritola. Officer Brian.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The code case was initiated on 9/29/2025. Case went to hearing on 1/29/2026. Fines were scheduled to begin accruing on 3/4/2026. Owners requesting extension of time of 14 days. Currently, the city is not in favor of this extension. All violations complied as of 3/25/2026.
What, let's see. The areas free of trash and debris and
Yes, I can list the violations, the previous violations for you if you prefer.
there were previous violations.
So they've come into compliance. These are the complied violations of the case. It was 14-32 for a business license, 14-35 for the use and occupancy inspection for the business license. 2-75.6.2 general requirements for a damaged wall, damaged AC wall, major cracks of driveway, dirt buildup, and chipping and peeling paint of the wall. 15-39 for unlicensed vehicles, 23.6-1 for bare dirt patches, 12-18 trash and debris, and 2-75.6.2 B4 overgrown landscape, and these have all been complied as of yesterday.
But there's no. It's a single family home.
No, this is multifamily.
Really? Your name, sir?
Brian Ritola.
And what do you, how many units do you have?
6.
Well, this looked like it was once a single family. How much more time do you want?
It's done.
So he is asking for 14 days from the day that fines were scheduled to begin accruing, which was 3/4/2026, which would put him at a compliance date or an extension or fines to start on 3/18/2026. So there would still be fines with the time he's requesting, but less fines than what it is right now, with the fines starting on March 4th, 2026.
Why do you need more time?
I don't need more time. Everything is done. Everything was done already a while ago. It takes a while for the city to kind of schedule these inspections. So even if I call today for an inspection, oftentimes it can be a week before somebody comes out there.
Basically, if you were to grant this extension, it would cut down the fines based on the day the fines would start. So if you denied the extension request, it would start the fines, it would keep them at March 4th, 2026. But if you were to grant it, it would change the day that the fines start on March 18th, 2026.
Yeah, I'm going to grant it. Have a nice day, sir.
Thank you.
Next.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 19 of the agenda, item number 80, case number 25-2599, property address of 1411 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Glaz Enterprises, Inc., Officer Domingo.
I'm sorry, what was the name?
This is Glaz Enterprises, Inc., item number 80.
Your name, sir?
Robert Gonzalez, 1411 North Dixie Highway, commercial property, managing member.
The corporation?
Yes,
You're an
sir.
Officer of the corporation?
Yes, I am.
What office?
Vice President.
Carlos Domingo with the City of Lakewood Beach Code Compliance. Case number, owner's name, and owner's address has already been read onto the record. This case was initiated on December 8th, 2025 as a field observation, with existing violation being 14-32. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lakewood Beach business license for owner Glaz Enterprises, Inc., tenant Manhattan Trophies and Promotion, Robert O. Gonzalez, PLLC. 14-35, please contact and schedule a use and occupancy inspection. Please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner Glaz Enterprises, Inc. and tenant Manhattan Trophies and Promotion, Robert O. Gonzalez, PLLC. The violations complied for this case is 2-75.6.2, which is to process a permit, for which is 24-1674, and 23.5-1, which is for window signs that needed to be permitted, but that was resolved due to the owner removing the window signage. And 23.5-1E14, which is for excessive window signage, which was also resolved because the owner removed the window signage. The initial courtesy of notice for violation was given. Property re-inspected on January 5th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 15th, 2026. Certified mail was delivered. Posted at property and city hall on January 16th, 2026.
All right, so what's remaining?
14-32 and 14-35, which is for the use and occupancy inspection and to obtain an approved business license. That is what is, I'm not done yet though. I will start reading. Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so the last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026 and found to be in non-compliance. Photos of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has been made. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 30th, 2026, or pay fines of $100 per day. After the city's recommendation time for compliance, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
You admit the remaining violations, sir?
No, Special Magistrate. Do I have a moment to look at the photos that were taken yesterday?
Yes.
So the photos that were taken yesterday is for all exterior. If you'd like to see the use and occupancy photos, then I would have to provide you with those at a future date. The photos I did take yesterday was all exterior. Obviously, I didn't go into the property. If not, you would have been notified. But what is still pending is the use and occupancy inspection and for you to pass it for both the tenant and the owner.
Again, Robert Gonzalez, just wanted to take a moment, Special Magistrate, Madam Attorney, Madam Clerk, and staff, Ms. Bryant and Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you very much for your service to Lake Worth. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the professionalism of Mr. Domingo and Mr. Rodriguez, Juan Rodriguez, and really everybody in blue. I know that you guys are at the forefront of all this and deal with, very, very difficult property owners. So thank you very much for beating the pavement and making our city a little bit nicer. With that being said, this property has been in our family for over 45 years. Many years ago, I was on a code board, and I understand that your sole objective is to obtain compliance. And I want to let you know that it is our fervent belief that we are doing everything that we possibly can to obtain this compliance with our property. We've already come into compliance with several of the different line items that we have so far. So as of today, I do have photographs with me, and I can attest that the pending items have come into compliance. And we are pending an inspection, pending a use and occupancy inspection. I do want to give a little bit of background to understand. About a year ago, a car crashed into our building, into Suite 100, which is on the south side of the building. And so one of the tenants moved from Suite 100 and moved to Suite 200 because we had a tenant that left. Manhattan Trophy is no longer there. You heard it referenced in the document that Mr. Domingo mentioned, and Manhattan Trophy is no longer there. We called the city, let them know that that tenant was no longer there. Simultaneous to this, so essentially the Suite 100 tenant went to Suite 200, the Suite 200 tenant left. Yes. And then simultaneous to all of this, while we were made aware of the code violations, we had a new tenant making a application for their business license. So today I'd like to ask Special Magistrate if you can find compliance pending inspection, and in the alternative, we would ask for a continuance to be able to come into compliance. Thank you.
All right, so you were recommending when in April?
April 30th.
You should get it done by then.
Absolutely, Your Honor.
All right, that's my order. What was the fine recommendation?
$100 per day
Yeah.
after the April 30th
Yes,
date.
and $425.29 for cost.
And again, thank you very much for your service. Thank you.
Next.
Sorry, I thought that was gonna take a little bit longer. My apologies.
No problem.
Okay, we're gonna go to page 8 of the agenda. Item number 38, case number 25-2353. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 702 North H Street. Property owner is Two Bulls Investment Group LLC, Officer Dorcius.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius, the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address been written to the record. This is repeat case number 25-2353 for 702 North H Street. The repeat case was initiated on November 10th, 2025. It went to hearing on January 29th, 2026 for the repeat violation 2-75 6.2 general requirements. Please repair damaged asphalt, repairing any or all holes observed in the rear driveway. The property ran the fines of $500 per day starting from November 10th, 2025 until January 20th, 2026. The property was out of compliance for a total of 71 days, totaling to the fine amount of $35,500. The owner has otherwise met all requirements of section 2-69.3 and 2-69.3.1 of the city's code of ordinance relating to reduction of code enforcement liens. Due to the fact that this case was cited as a repeat violator, the city is not inclined to a lien reduction.
Your name, ma'am,
Ashley Reese.
and how are you related to Two Bulls Investment Group LLC?
I'm the property manager. Well, one of them.
There's a designation of agent and
All right, that's fine. All right, how much is the fine?
The fine is for $35,500.
And what was it for?
It was for 2-75 6.2 general requirements to repair the damaged asphalt in the driveway in the back. And it was a repeat violation.
What took so long?
So we were changing managements, and during the time we didn't really have anyone to.
What kind of property is this?
It's a duplex.
The duplex.
And we were doing construction on the inside, trying to remodel for us to get it rented out. So that's also. But I was in communication with Fedleen.
What was the first?
The first case?
It was complied.
The previous case? All right. The previous case was case number 24-422. That case was initiated on March 2024. That case went to hearing on March 2024, and the violation came into compliance on April 2024. And that property was fined at $250 per day for that case.
And what was the fine for this case?
This one was $500.
And how long?
It was out of compliance for 71 days. Well, from November 2025 till January 20th of 2026.
What took so long?
Again, we did the trees. That was also one of the violations, was the debris that we had outside. So that was on top of the driveway. I was in communication with the city trying to see when bulk day was, but because it was in the alleyway, they told me we placed it in the wrong area. So we tried.
Told you.
We placed it in the wrong area. It was by the alleyway. And I was also told that there's a truck that passes through that alleyway, but they never picked up the debris. So because the debris wasn't picked up, that's why because the debris wasn't picked up is why we weren't able to do the driveway. Because everything needed to be out of the driveway. It was a lot of trees, leaves, a bunch of stuff. And then our garbage bins were full, so we didn't have any tenants there to take the garbage out. We got a bulk person to pick up everything. We tried to do our best.
I'm reducing this to $8,500.
Okay, thank you
How
so
much
much.
time do you need to pay that?
The maximum you can give
Thank
us,
you, ma'am.
maybe 100 days or 90 days.
I'll give you 90 days.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hold on, let me give you a date, ma'am.
Okay,
June 26th.
June 26th. Okay, thank you so much.
Yes. Have a nice day.
You as well. Thank you, Freddie. Have a good.
Okay, we're going to go to page 3, item number 12. And before we get started, I'm going to give you some information. This is 23 units. 11 units, 23 cases.
Yes.
You think? Okay. This is like.
All right, this is on the main.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. These are owner occupied
No,
units.
they're not.
Oh, really?
Only one is.
Okay. Well,
So do you want me to call them one at a time?
how many units are there?
It's a total of 11 units. And I think of the 11, all of them have multiple.
Yeah, there's 11 units and it's a total of 23 cases between the 11 units with 2 different owners. With Ms. Hernandez being the principal of both.
And they are not owner occupied.
No,
Just the one. One unit is unit 6 is owner occupied.
but I don't think it's homesteaded.
I can't remember if she
Yeah,
actually,
I don't think she did.
she never homesteaded it. Yeah.
Well, then my hands are tied. Comes to,
Should I read the case numbers?
yeah, read the
Make sure we're all.
definitely read.
Okay, so we're gonna start with item number 11, case number 23-804. Property address of 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 1. Case number 23-805, address 201 South Lakeside Drive. Case number 23-813. Property address of 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 2. Case number 23-839, property address of 201 South Lakeside Drive, number 2. 23-814, property address of 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 3. Case number 23-840, property address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 3. Case number 23-816, 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 4. 23-841, property address 201 Lakeside Drive, number 4. Case number 23-817-201 South Lakeside Drive number 5, 23-842, address 201 South Lakeside Drive number 5. All of those are owned by Seven Angels LLC. Case number 23-819, property address of 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 6. Case 23-844, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 6. Case number 23-822, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 7. Case number 23-845, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 7. Case number 23-826, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, number 8. Case number 23-846, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 8. Case number 23-847, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, number 9. Case number 23-827, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 9. Case number 14-2527, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 10. Case number 23-806, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 10. Case number 23-807, 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 10. 201 South Lakeside Drive, number 11. I'm sorry, did I say that case number? Case number 23-808. Case number 23-811, address 201 South Lakeside Drive, Unit 11. All of these are owned by Five Eagles LLC. That's all of them.
Wait. What, some of them are Seven Angels and some of them are Five Eagles.
Correct. And Mrs. Hernandez is the principal of both LLCs.
Principal for Seven Angels and personal representative for Five Eagles.
On some of this, she's the managing member now
Correct, yes.
for both.
Yes, management member for both, yes.
Well, what was the violation?
That would, Officer Dorsey is.
Yes. What were the violations?
Oh, right.
Sadly, all very easy things.
All right, so the repeat violations for the units was 2-756.2 general requirements for 3 expired permits. And 14-32 and 14-35 business license and a use and occupancy inspection with the exception of unit 6.
All right, so we're talking about licenses and inspection.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are they basically all the same?
Yes, unit 11 is the only one that had 1 additional permit, which was the other units were not cited for. So every unit had 3 expired permits, unit 11 had 4.
Okay. Well, I can't reduce it below 10%.
Well, we're here hoping that between the attorney and special magistrate, we can come up with some kind of like, trying to find out people. I don't know what the right word is, that we can go through each one of them and see if there are areas that we can reduce them. I know we've had that happen in the past.
We have an ordinance. We have a problem.
No, I understand, but we're hoping that you can find some special compensation to override some of that.
I can't override an ordinance. I don't have the jurisdiction.
Nor do I.
So it would be, what, 4 or 5 Eagles? It would be, what have we got here?
The 45.
I'm sorry?
45.
$45,132.50. And for Seven Angels, 90,000.
No, sir, it would be 45. The total of the 2 is the 90,000.
Oh, I see. Yes. All right. That would be the, yeah.
I thought it was up to 300 something thousand.
379. Okay.
So our policy would put it at 357,696, but what the magistrate is saying, I believe, is that he's willing to go down to the 10%.
Oh, I see.
Then which would be the 95,1160.
Not so lower than that.
I understand.
But yeah, our policy, based on our policy, it would have been the 357.
Okay. So we can get it down. You understood that, right?
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. You'll get an order.
Okay, payment.
Yep, I need a payment,
payment.
We have a sale pending. Looks like we're probably gonna have to get an extension for probate because of Merwin's passing. So I'm thinking that we probably get a 30-day extension, giving us May 1st closing.
How much time?
90 days would be great.
90? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For full
So-
payment. Closed out.
June 26th,
That works. June 26th?
June 24th.
Yeah.
Remember, if it's not paid by that day, it'll revert back.
No, I understand
No, I
that.
know, but I wanted to
Yeah,
decide.
I know.
It's not much.
Oh, we're going to closing. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
easy.
That was easy. Okay, good enough. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, would you like to take a
Cocktails.
break? That was the last of the respondents.
Let's do this.
Then-
And we go on to what? No shows?
Yes.
Usually, these things are staying.
Record, we are back live, sir, and I will get up your call, please.
All right. Where are we?
Let's find us.
We are going to go to page 9 of the agenda. Item 43, case number 25-1476. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 519 Virginia Drive. Property owner is Roberto Ybarra, Officer Vasquez, and they have entered into a stipulated agreement.
What it is?
Code Officer Juan Vasquez, City of Lake Worth Beach, code compliance. Case number, owner's name and address have already been read into the record. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $1,100. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $110 no later than April 29, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Okay, we're going to go to the very last page. Page 29, item number 127, case number 25-2663. This is a request by the city to vacate a previous order at 824 South G Street. Property owner is Gary Mulder and Wisleen Sampson, Officer Vasquez.
Code,
File. Where do you want them?
They get them back.
Okay, well, that's fine. Unless I want to see the file.
Well, I usually give you the file. Lon Bryant, City of Lake Worth Beach. We usually provide the file so you can you can see the service to just ensure we provided service. But if you don't need this.
At the original. Well, okay. Violation, absolutely.
Yeah,
Quite frankly, I'll admit the file.
okay.
And you can tell me about it or there's only two.
This is a
things-
vacate.
Vacate, okay, that's vacate, okay.
Okay, there's only two things that I really want to know, and I'll
Okay.
admit the file on any violation.
Okay.
The two things are notice and the substance of the charge. That's really all I want when we've got no shows.
okay. Okay, Code Officer Juan Vasquez, City of Lake Worth Beach, code compliance. Case number, owner's name and address have already been read into the record. The city has requested to vacate the order finding violation and assessing fine and claim of lien ordered at the February 26, 2026 special magistrate hearing.
Okay, we're going to stay on that page, but we're going to go up to item number 123, case number 26-125, property address of 1122 North J Street. Property owner is Jeremy M. Porro, Officer Williamson.
At 1122 NJ Street.
Code Officer Larissa Williamson, City of Lake Worth Beach, code compliance. Case number, owner's name and address have already been read into the record. This case was initiated on January 15th, 2026 as a field observation. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2 B4, overgrown landscape. Please cut and trim all landscaping to include bushes, grass, weeds, hedges, etc. Please contact PZ Landscaping at lakeworthbeachflorida.gov, lakeworthbeachfl.gov prior to trimming and cutting any trees. The landscaping must be maintained at all times in accordance with the City of Lake Worth Beach landscaping regulations. 23.4-11, parking and storage of vehicles. Please remove RV from the front of the property line. 2-75.9, landscaping. Please remove all dead vegetation from the entire property and replace with approved living ground cover. No violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 26th of 2026. Certified mail was delivered on
February 7th of 2026 and was posted at Property and City Hall on February 6th of 2026. The last reinspection was on March 24th of 2026 and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had any personal contact with the owner. The city recommends fines of $50 per day plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th of 2026.
And having fine violation. What was the hearing, the compliance date?
April 30th.
April 30th or $75 a day. At the date not complied, administrative cost $425.29.
Correction, Your Honor, I have fines of $50 a day. This is a homesteaded property.
Item 126, case number 26-448, property address of 700 South Dixie Highway. Property owner is Appreciate Charity, Inc., Officer Williamson.
Code Officer Larissa Williamson, City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. Case number, owner's name and address have already been read into the record. This case was initiated on February 12th of 2026 as a field observation. The existing violations are abandoned 15-39, abandoned property, and abandoned inoperable vehicles. Please get current registrations or remove any or all vehicles with no registration or that is inoperable. 23.4-10A3, off-street parking. Please remove vehicles from unapproved parking material. Parking is prohibited on lawns or landscaping areas in all zoning districts. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 19th of 2026. Certified mail was returned to sender on March the 3rd of 2026 and was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 20th of 2026. The last reinspection was on March 24th of 2026 and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had any personal contact with the owner. The city recommends fines of $100 a day plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th of 2026.
Testimony based on the city's file, which I entered into evidence, fine violation, compliance by April 30th.
Correct.
Of 2026, if not complied by that date, $100 a day past that date. I'm still complied, $429.29.
Thank you.
We're going to go to page 2 of the agenda. Item number 8, case number 25-2766. It's a public request for a lien. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. That's the wrong one. It is item number 9, case number 24-2636, which is a public request for a lien reduction at 2316 Park Street. Property owner is Franklin Francois, Officer Domingo, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Los Domingo with the city of Lakewood Beach. Code compliance case number, owner's name and owner's address has already been read into the record. There's an existing lien on the property in the amount of $7,550. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for a reduction. The city and property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $755 no later than April 30th, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
I'm sorry, can you, I didn't get what was the amount?
The lien amount is of
With the reduction, I'm sorry.
$755.
And payment?
And by April 30th.
Thank you.
Yep.
We're going to go to page 10 of the agenda, item 45, case number 25-2311. It's a public request for an extension of time for compliance at 2425 North Dixie Highway. Property owners MEAE Holdings LLC, Officer Domingo. We're going to go to page 10, item number 45. You're welcome.
Property address has been read into the record on this February 25th, 2026. The owner has requested an extension of time, requesting for compliance by April 30th, 2026. The case was initiated as an inspector generated case on October 30th, 2025. Notice of violation sent out on November 10th, 2025 and was delivered. Property in City Hall was posted on November 13th, 2025. First hearing date was January 29th, 2026. The property order compliance by March 2nd, 2026 with a $100 per day fine. The property came into full compliance by March 5th, 2026. And the property is now in compliance of violations 14-32, 14-35, and 2-75.6.2, 23.5-1. At this time, the city is in agreement with an extension of time request for the owner
To what date?
to the April 30th
Thank
date.
you. We're going to go to page 18 of the agenda. Item number 77, case number 25-2533, property address of 2001 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Palm Beach Flamingo LLC, Officer Domingo.
Carlos Domingo with the City of Lakewood Beach Code Compliance. Case number, owner's name, and owner's address has already been read into the record. This case was initiated on December 3rd, 2025 as a field observation with existing violation being 23.5-1. Permits required for a face change on the sign structure and added sign by the front side of the property door. No permits have been submitted at all. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 21st, 2026. Posted at property, certified mail was returned to sender, posted at property in City Hall on January 22nd, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photos of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has been made. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 30th, 2026, or pay fines of $100 per day. After the city's recommendation time for compliance, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, which I enter into evidence, find the violation. What was the date?
April 30th.
Compliance by April 30th, or a penalty of
$100 per day.
$100 a day, and cost of $425.29. Thank you, sir.
Okay, page 19, item number 82, case number 25-2664, property address of 525 24th Avenue North. Property owner is Christopher Lagrua, Officer Domingo.
Carlos Domingo with the City of Lakewood Beach Code Compliance. Case number, owner's name, and owner's address has already been read into the record. This case was initiated on December 16, 2025 as a field inspection. With violations being 14-32, please apply for and obtain a City of Lakewood Beach business license. And 14-35, please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner Lagrua Christopher. In violation 23.2-21, please apply for and obtain a approved permit application for pavers added on the driveway. And I would like to note that violation 23.6-1 is complied. Issued courtesy notice for violation was the disapproval notes of the use and occupancy inspection. And property was re-inspected on January 30th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 10th, 2026. Certified mail was delivered. Posted at property in City Hall on February 10th, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photos of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has been made. The city's recommendation time for compliance is of April 30th, 2026, or pay fines of $75 per day. After the city's recommendation time for compliance, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right. Based upon the city, city's testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations, compliance by April 30th, if not $100 a day past that date.
Okay, we're going to go to page 20, item number 83, case number 25-2739, property address of 1246 18th Avenue North. Property owner is 1246 18th Avenue LLC. Officer Domingo.
Carlos Domingo with the City of Lakewood Beach Code Compliance. Case number, owner's name, and owner's address has been written into the record. This case was initiated on December 31st, 2025 as a business license complaint with existing violation being 14-32. Please change business license name to 1246 18th Avenue LLC, which is currently now as Tercy Frank. Complied violation 14-35. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 14th, 2026. Certified mail was returned to sender. Posted at property in City Hall on January 16th, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 25th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photos of the property have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact with the property owner has not been made. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 30th, 2026, or pay fines of $75 per day. After a city's recommendation time for compliance, plus an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
What was the fine amount?
$75 per day.
Okay. Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations. There'll be compliance by April 30th, if not $75 a day, and $425.29 cost ordered. Thank you. Next.
Okay, we're going to go to page 9 of the agenda. Item number 41, case number 13-151. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 606 South D Street. Property owner is David Gonzalez Trust, Officer Pierre, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
All right.
Good morning, Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach, case number 230395, address 606 South D Street, property owner Gonzalez David Truss. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $83,400. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code of reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for the lien reduction. The property owner must pay $8,340 no later than June 25th, 2026, or the existing lien will be reinstated.
So ordered.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Blake, which one was,
I'm sorry, you said 13? Was that 13?
yeah, that's why I'm
Okay,
confused.
I'm so sorry. I read the other one.
It's
me
the
give you-
228,000 one.
Okay. My apologies. Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach, case number 13015. The address and owner name has been read into the record. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $228,700. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met all the requirements of the city's code of ordinances for the reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for the reducing the lien. The property owner must pay $21,576.80 no later than June 25th, 2026, or the existing lien will be reinstated.
So ordered.
And Officer Pierre, for the record, this, the reason this is lower than the 10% is this was the 200% rule based off of the current market or the market value at the time of the violation, correct?
Correct. This
Thank you.
was based on the 200% rule.
You're welcome. Item 42, case number 23-395. This is public request for a lien reduction at 606 South D Street. Property owner is David Gonzalez Trust, Officer Pierre, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach. The owner name, case number, and address has been read into the record. There is an existing lien amount on the property, amount of $83,400. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement reducing the lien. The property owner must pay $8,340 no later than June 25th, 2026, or the lien shall be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
We are going to go to page 24. Item number 102, case number 25-2140, property address of 1126 South K Street. Property owner is Dominica K. Heinrich, Trust, Officer Pierre.
1126 South K.
Yes, sir.
$24. 6. Oh, 10, what number case?
Item number 102.
Okay, 102. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Owner name, case number, and address has been read into the record. The proper location is 1126 South K Street. This was a complaint, and the case was initiated on 10/10/25. Existing violations are 23/2/21 to obtain a building permit for the pavers in the driveway. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/13/26. Certified mail was delivered on January 17th, 2026, and the property was posted on January 14th, 2026. The last inspection was conducted on 3/25/26. Photographs were taken of the violation and personal contact was made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until April 27th, 2026, or fines of $75 a day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 27th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, which I enter into evidence, find the violation, compliance by April 27th,
Yes, sir.
2026.
Mhm.
If not, fine of $75 a day.
Correct.
So ordered. And $425.29 cost.
Yes.
All right.
Page 25. Item number 106, case number 25-2593, property address of 1105 South Federal Highway. Property owner is Mary Swanson, Officer Pierre.
Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Owner name, case number, and address has been read into the record. The property location is 1105 South Federal Highway. This came in as a complaint, and the case was initiated on 12/8 of 2025. Active violations are 1432 and 1435. Obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license and pass a use and occupancy inspection. 23/2/21 for a building permit. Secure building permit for the gazebo. 27562, remove landscape from gutters. 2344, repair the damaged fence. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/14/26. Certified mail was received on 1/17/26, and property was posted on 1/14/26. Last reinspection was conducted on 3/23/26. Photographs were taken of the violations and personal contact was made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until May 1st of 2026, or fines of $75 per day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by May 1st of 2026.
All right, find the violation based upon the testimony and based upon the city's file. Compliance by, did you say May 1st?
Correct.
May 1st, 2026, if not complied by that date, $75 a day. Is that what?
Yes, $75 a day plus the administrative cost of $425.
$425.29 ordered.
Thank you.
All right.
Page 26, item number 108, case number 25-2769, property address of 1422 South End Street. Property owner is Keith A. Ashley, Officer Pierre.
Code Officer Blake Pierre with the City of Lake Worth Beach. Case number, owner name, and address has been read into the record. The property location is 1422 South End Street. The case was initiated on 12/31/2025. Active violations are 1432 and 1435. Obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license and pass a use and occupancy inspection. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/22/26. Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Certified mail was received on 1/26/26 and property was posted on 1/23/26. Last reinspection was on 3/25/26. Photographs were taken of the violations and personal contact was not made with the owner. The city is recommending that the owner be given until April 26, 2026, or fines of $75 per day, plus administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 26, 26.
Okay, you said April 26th?
Correct.
All right, find the violation based upon testimony and based upon the city's file. $75 a day by April 26, 2026, and $425.29 costs ordered.
Thank you.
Well,
Okay, now we're going to go back to page 1.
okay.
Item number 2. Case number 22-411. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 407 North H Street. Property owner is E&E Properties of Broward LLC. The new owner is Merlane Cassius, Officer Dale, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $15,300. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for a reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $1,450, in which they have submitted receipts, no later than April 27, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accept, so ordered.
Item number 3, case number 24-2059. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 1713 North J Street. Property owners Julio L. Garcia Perez and Carmen Hernandez Castaneda. Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $17,250. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the city's requirements of the city's code for a reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for a reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $1,725 no later than June 24th, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Okay, we're going to go to item number 5, case number 25-522. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 524 North F Street. Property owner is FRHP Venture 524 NF LLC. Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $16,875. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for a reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for a reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $1,550.21, which receipts were submitted no later than April 27, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Page 2, item number 8, case number 25-2766. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 619 Royal Palm Drive. Property owner is Clover C. Thomas, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, case number, and address has been read into the record. There is an existing lien on the property in the amount of $11,000. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for a reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for a reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $1,100 no later than April 27, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Okay, now we're going to go to page 16 of the agenda. Item number 68, case number 25-2228, property address of 917 South C Street. Property owner is FKH SFR C1 LP, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's address, name, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. Case was initiated on October 17, 2025. Existing violations are 12-18, remove all trash and debris from the property perimeter. 14-35, no active business license for the owner, FKH SFR C1 LP. 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection for the owner. On October 20th, 2025, inspection number 59903 was conducted by the previous zone officer and was disapproved for the following violations: damaged fence, dry rot fascia and soffit, garbage, trash, and debris on the property, dirt and mildew on the structure, chipping and peeling paint on the fascia, boarded window, no permit for the AC unit. Violation 2-75.6.2, please repair dry rot fascia and soffit and paint is needed. Please remove chipping, peeling paint on the fascia and paint is needed. Please remove dirt, mildew from the structure, driveway, and carport area. 23.2-21, the property owner failed to secure a building permit for new AC unit, and to date, the permit application has not been submitted. 23.4-4, please repair, replace, or remove the damaged fencing. All other violations have been recited in case number 26-0049. The property was re-inspected on March 3rd, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 12, 2026, and a certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on January 20th, 2026. The last re-inspection was on March 20th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 28th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 28, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 28th, 2026. If not, $75 a
That is
day
correct.
past that date with costs of $425.29 ordered.
Okay, item 69, case number 25-2318, property address of 1107 South D Street. Property owner is Sylvain Mark and Rosler Servius, Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. Case was initiated on November 3rd, 2025. Existing violations are 12-18, garbage, trash, and debris. 2-75.6.2, please remove dirt, mildew from structure and door, and please remove oxidation stains on the structure. 2-75.6.2B4, all premises and exterior property shall be maintained free from weeds or plant growth in excess of 12 inches. All noxious weeds shall be prohibited. 23.4-4, please repair or remove any damage to the chain link fence. 23.6-1, please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on March 10th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 9th, 2026, but the certified mail was unclaimed and being returned to the sender. The property was posted at the property in City Hall on February 11, 2026, and the last reinspection was on March 24th, 2026, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 28th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 28th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 28th, 2026. If not, a fine of $75 a day past that date until there's compliance. Costs $425.29 ordered.
Item number 70, case number 25-2737, property address of 1125 South Pine Street. Property owner is Triton Property Group, LLC. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. Case was initiated on December 31st, 2025. Existing violations are 14-35 for inspection fees due only. 23.6-1, please eliminate bare dirt from the landscape by installing approved living ground cover. And 23.4-4, please repair, replace, or remove damaged fencing. More than 16 feet of the fencing was replaced without an approved permit, and to date, no permit application has been submitted. Property re-inspected on February 23rd, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 20th, 2026, and the certified mail was delivered. And the property was posted at the property and City Hall on January 23rd, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 24th, 2026, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 29th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 29th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 28th, 2026. If not, penalty of $75 a day past that date for each one, I'm sorry, and $425.29.
Can we change the date to April 29th?
Yes, April 29th.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, if we're going to go to page 17 of the agenda, item 71, case number 25-2743, property address of 705 Latona Avenue. Property owner is Bernadette Celestin and Jelen Celestin. Officer Dale.
Officer Leticia Dale with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. This case was initiated on December 31st, 2025. Existing violations are 14-35 for inspection fees due only. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on March 11th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 20th, 2026. The certified mail was in transit moving through the network, but the property was posted at the Property and City Hall on January 23rd, 2026. The last reinspection was on March 24th, 2026, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right. Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, fine of $75 a day past that date. Cost $429.25. Thank you.
Okay, item 72, case number 26-6, property address of 606 South C Street, Unit 101. Property owner is Dale Golf Investment LLC, Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. Case was initiated on January 5th, 2026. Existing violations are 2-75.6.2. Please repair damaged flooring transition slip in the unit. Please repair damaged dry rot door frame inside the unit by the front door. Please repair or replace all inoperable electrical outlets in the unit. Please repair or replace all bathroom light fixtures. Please repair all gaps around the electrical outlets where needed. Please repair plumbing or leaking in the kitchen. 23.2-21, apply for, obtain, and pick up permits for all mechanical, electrical, plumbing, and building installations to date. As of March 16, 2026, the owner had not submitted a permit application at that time. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on March 6, 2026 by previous code officer Orlando Curate. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 9, 2026, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 11, 2026. The last reinspection was conducted on March 16, 2026, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owners. The city's recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, $75 a day until there is compliance. $425.29 ordered for cost.
Item 73, case number 26-216, property address of 606 South C Street, Unit 202. Property owner is Anza Green LLC, Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. This case was initiated on January 27, 2026. Existing violations are 23.2-21, the property owner failed to secure a building permit for the new AC unit installed. As of March 16, 2026, no permit application had been submitted. All other violations have been complied. The property was re-inspected on January 30th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 9th, 2026, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 11th, 2026, and the last reinspection was on March 19, 2026, and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 29, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 29, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. compliance by April 29th, 2026. If not complied by that date, $75 a day until all there is compliance, full compliance, $425.29 cost ordered.
Page 18, item 74, case number 26-218, property address of 606 South C Street, unit 204. Property owner is Alfer and Jose D. Garcia. Officer Dale.
Officer Letisa Dell with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Compliance. The owner's name, address, and case number has been read into the record. This case was inherited by previous zone officer Orlando Curate, whom is no longer with the city. This case was initiated on January 27, 2026. Existing violations are 14-32, no active business license for the owner, Jose D. Garcia and Javier Garcia. As of March 16th, 2026, the owner has not applied for a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. 14-35, no use and occupancy inspection for the owner. As of March 16th, 2026, the owner had not applied for a City of Lake Worth Beach business license. All other violations have been complied. Property was re-inspected on January 30th, 2026. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 9th, 2026, and the certified mail was delivered. The property was posted at the Property and City Hall on February 11th, 2026. The last re-inspection was on March 23rd, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, with a $75 per day fine and an administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violation. Compliance by April 26, 2026. No, April
30th.
2026. If not, $75 a day past that date until there's full compliance. Cost $425.29 ordered. You're welcome.
Okay, now we're going to go back to page 7. Item number 34, case number 22-1454, property address of 201 South Dixie Highway. This is a public request for a lien reduction. Rasmussen Family LLC, Officer Dorcius, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address been read to the record. Case number 22-1454 for the address 201 South Dixie Highway for the property owner Rasmussen Family LLC. There's an existing lien on the property in the amount of $17,250. The property owner has requested a reduction of this lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for reductions. The city and the property owner has entered into a stipulated agreement for a reduction of the lien. The property owner must pay $1,725 no later than April 28, 2026, or the existing lien amount shall be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
What was the date, Fedleen? I'm sorry.
April 28, 2026.
Page 8 of the agenda, item 38, case number 23-1939. This is a public request for a lien reduction at 117 North Federal Highway. Property owner is S&F Properties of the Palm Beaches, Inc., Officer Dorcius, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius, the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address are being read to the record. For case number 23-1939 for 117 North Federal Highway for property owner S&F Properties of the Palm Beaches Incorporated. There's an existing lien on the property in the amount of $1,900. The property owner has requested a reduction of the lien and has met the requirements of the city code for reduction. The city and the property owner has entered into a stipulated agreement for a reduction of the lien. The property owners must pay $190 no later than April 28, 2026, or the existing lien amount shall be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Okay. Page 20, item number 87, case number 25-2366, property address of 415 North H Street. Property owner is David Weiner, Officer Dorcius.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen with the city, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius with the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address been read to the record for the property location 415 North A Street. This case initiated as a a failed license inspection on November 10th, 2025. Existing violations 14-32, business license for the owner David Shalom Weiner. 14-35, use and occupancy inspection for owner David Shalom Weiner. The owner failed inspection number 63858 on November 10th, 2025. A long list of violations was given to the property owner. A copy of the list was also placed in the case file attached to photos. The owner also failed inspection number 66615 on March 20th, 2026. The existing violation from previous inspection number 63858 is currently active. The list of the violations has been placed in the case file attached with photos. The owner also decided to obtain a building permit 23.2-21 for the replacement of the side door. No permit application has been submitted at this time. The violation has been complied with 2-75.9 landscaping, which was complied from the public right of way. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on January 13th, 2026. The certified mail was not received, but returned to sender on February 12th, 2026. The property in City Hall was posted on January 14th, 2026. The property last reinspection date was on March 20th, 2026, as well as March 24th, 2026, and the property found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city had personal contact with a representative, but not the property owner. Recommendation time for voluntary compliance will be April 28th, 2026, plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 28th, 2026, or pay a fine of $150 per day.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violation testified to be compliance by April 28th,
Yes,
2026. If not complied by that date, penalty of
$150.
$150 a day past that date, $425.29 cost order.
Page 21, item 88, case number 25-2476, property address of 415 North B Street. Property owner is King David Real Estate Investment Holdings, Inc., Officer Dorcius.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorcius of the City of Lake Worth Beach Code Division. Owner's name, case number, and address been read to the record for the property location of 415 North Beach Street. This case was initiated as an internal complaint on November 26, 2025. Existing violations 14-32 business license. Owner's business license expired on September 30th, 2025. The owner has not renewed their business license for 2026. 14-35, use and occupancy inspection. The owner was cited to please contact use and occupancy inspection scheduling line and pay their past due inspection fees. 2-756.2B4, weeds. Please remove weeds from the gravel parking. The following violation has been complied or resolved at this time. 12-18, areas free of garbage and trash. 2-756.6, fire safety requirements, and 23.4-19, outdoor storage. Courtesy notice number 15631 was issued on December 8th, 2025. The property is re-inspected on December 22nd, 2025, and again on January 8th, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on January 13th, 2026. The certified mail was not received. The property in City Hall was posted on January 14th, 2026. The property last re-inspection date was March 23rd, 2026, and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property have been taken showing the violations. The city had no personal contact with the property owner. The city recommendation date is April 14th, 2026 to comply to existing violations, plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 14th, 2026, or pay a fine of $75 per day.
How much per day? $75?
$75.
All right, April
14th.
Yeah, I thought so. All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the file, find the violations testified to, compliance by April 14th, 2026, if not complied by that date, $75 a day past that date, cost $425.29 ordered.
Okay, we're gonna pay, item number 91, case number 25-2759, property address of 25 South E Street, property owners HACER Ministry Corp., Officer Dorcius.
Yeah.
Greetings, owner's name, case number, and address being read into the record, property location. Code Officer Federline Dorcius for the city of Lake Worth Beach. Owner's name, case number, and address have already been read to the record of the property location, 25 South East Street. This case was initiated as an internal license complaint on December 31st, 2025. Existing violations 14-32 for Hacer Ministry Corp., 14-35. The owner was cited to, one, pay for their past due renewal fees as well as schedule their use and occupancy inspection as their last approved inspection was January 13th, 2023. Following violation has been complied at this time. 12-17, storage accumulation. 12-18, areas free of garbage and trash. 23.4-3, exterior lighting. 23.4-4, fences, walls, and gates. The former notice of violation was issued via certified mail on February 4th, 2026. The certified mail was not received but returned on March 3rd, 2026. The property in City Hall was posted on February 6th, 2026. The last reinspection date was March 20th, 2026, and the property was found to be in non-compliance. Photographs of the property been taken showing the violations. The city had no personal contact with the owner. The recommendation time for voluntary compliance will be April 29th, 2026, plus administration cost of $425.29, be paid by April 29th, 2026, or pay a fine of $75 per day.
What was the date? April?
29th.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. There'll be compliance by April 29th, 2026. If not complied by that date, penalty of $75 per day past that date, with costs of $425.29 ordered.
Page 22, item 92, case number 25-2760, property address of 28 South E Street, property owners 28 E Street LLC, Officer Dorcius.
Say the case number again, please.
25-2760.
Owner's name, address, and case number are being read to the record. Property location, 28 South East Street. This case was initiated as an internal license complaint on December 31st, 2025. Existing violations, 14-35, use and occupancy inspection. The owner was cited to please pay for their past due renewal fees. The following violations may comply to resolve at this time. 2-75, 6.2, general requirements. 23.4-73, wheel stops anchored. 23.4-74, parking lot arrows and stripes. And 23.6-1, landscape regulations. Former notice of violation was issued via certified mail on February 4th, 2026. The certified mail was not received, but returned on March 9th, 2026. The property in City Hall was posted on February 6th, 2026. The property last reinspection date was March 20th, 2026. The photographs of property been taken showing the violations. The city had no personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time for voluntary compliance will be April 15th of 2026, plus administration cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 15th of 2026, or pay a fine of $75 per day.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to, compliance by April
15th.
15th, if not complied by that date, penalty of $75 a day past that date, without full compliance, and $425.29 costs ordered.
Item 93, case number 26-273, property address of 28 South E Street, property owner is 28 E Street LLC, Officer Dorcius.
Greetings, Code Officer Fedleen Dorsey of the City of Lake Shore Beach Code Division. Owner's name, address, and case number been read to the record. Property location was 28 South East Street. This case was initiated as an internal complaint on February 2nd, 2026. Existing violations, 2.756.6 fire safety requirements. The owner was cited to please remove all nails from exterior windows. Please be sure to check all unit windows for nails and remove. The city would prefer all life, health, safety violations be complied immediately. Formal notice of violation was issued via certified mail on February 3rd, 2026. The certified mail was not received but returned on March 9th, 2026. The property in City Hall was posted on February 6th, 2026. The property last reinspection date was March 20th, 2026. Photographs have probably been taken showing the violations. The city had no personal contact with the property owner. For the recommendation, the city prefers that all life, health, safety violations be complied immediately. And plus administration costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 6, 2026, or pay a fine of $75 per day.
You're saying, all right, well, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, and based upon the nature of the case, find the violation, and there will be compliance instanter. If not, there'll be a fine of how much a day?
75.
$75 a day with $425.29 for how often?
April 6.
I'm sorry?
Due by April 6.
All right, due on April 6th, 2026.
Okay. All right, so for the life, health, safety, we can give a date on that one. That one could be April 6.
Hey. All right, compliance April 6th.
Oh, this one, because I think their admin.
Their life safety.
I'm not gonna be here. My vacation starts tomorrow. That's the thing, my vacation starts tomorrow. Somebody else will have to do the inspection. Okay, okay,
We'll get somebody else to do it.
okay.
It's just for life safety.
Stand corrected, that complies, it will be March 31st.
All right, March 31st.
We're good?
That's it for you. Yes, ma'am. Get you got a file up here still. Okay, now we're going to go to Juliana, page 11. Item number 49, case number 25-2017, property address of 627 North Palm Way. Property owner is Carl F. and Rachel L. Pollock Estate. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 9/26/2025 as a citizen complaint. Existing violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 B4 overgrown landscape, 2-75.9 landscape debris. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.6 fire safety requirements. Resolved from the previous case notes. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/6/2025. Reinspected on 12/22/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/13/2026. Certified mail received on 2/25/2026. Post up property in City Hall 1/23/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had no personal contact with the owner. Recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $50 per day. Administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
I'm sorry, April?
April 30th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to compliance by April 14th.
30th.
30th, 2026. After that, $75 a day?
50.
What, I'm sorry?
It would be 50, yes.
Okay, $50 a day, until compliance, full compliance, $425.29 cost.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Item 50, case number 25-2021, property address of 516 South N Street. Property owner is Kevin N. Carrillo. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The existing violations of the property, or no, sorry, case was initiated on 9/29/2025 as a citizen complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 for business license for owner Carrillo Kevin. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license for owner or please schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner Carrillo Kevin. 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please repair all damaged areas of wall of main structure. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup from all areas of structure. Please remove all chipping and peeling paint of driveway and paint as needed. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. 23.2-21 building permits. The property owner failed to secure a building permit, apply for, obtain and pick up a permit for garage enclosure between 2007 and 2011. Complied violations of the property are 12-18 trash and debris, 12-17 garbage cans in public view, and 2-75.6.2 before overgrown landscape. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/6/2025, re-inspected on 12/22/2025, found to be non-compliance. But formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/13/2026, certified mail received on 3/6/2026, posted property in City Hall 1/27/2026. Last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is June 30th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by June 30th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by June 30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, penalty of $75 a day. Costs $425.29 ordered.
Item 51, case number 25-2036, property address of 113 South K Street. Property owner is Matthew and Sharon Couples. Officer Bryant.
Thank you.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 9/29/2025 as an internal code complaint. Existing violations of the property are 12-18 trash and debris. Please remove all trash and debris from the property perimeter. 14-32 for a business license. Please apply for and obtain a City of Lake Worth Beach business license for owner couples Ciaran Matthew and couples Sharon. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner couples Ciaran Matthew and couples Sharon. 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup of property to include wooden gate in rear of property and white wall of rear structure. Please repair all damaged rotten wood of rear white building. 2-75.6.2 before overgrown landscape. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt landscape by installing approved living ground cover. Complied resolved violations of the property are 12-17 garbage cans in public view. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/23/2025, re-inspected on 12/29/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/8/2026, certified mail received on 2/17/2026, post at property at City Hall 1/15/2026. The last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. Recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, $75 a day. If not full compliance, with $425.29 costs ordered.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Page 7. I'm sorry, I can't read that one. Page 12, item number 53, case number 25-2127, property address of 602 North Federal Highway. Property owner is Jeff Industries, Inc. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 10/9/2025 as a business license complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license for owner Jeff Industries, Inc., 14-35 use and occupancy inspection for owner Jeff Industries, Inc. Let's see, the inspection number 57630 notes are below. 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please repair all damaged wood of structure to include structure closest to North Federal Highway. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 B4 overgrown landscape, 23.4-11 trailer. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/21/2025, re-inspected on 12/26/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/13/2026, certified mail received on 1/26/2026, posted at property at City Hall 1/26/2026, found to last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the facilities manager, but not the owner. Recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Okay, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to, compliance by April 30th, 2026, if not $75 a day past that date, with costs of $425.29 ordered.
Item 54, case number 25-2137, property address of 510 South L Street. Property owner is Allison J. Swain, Officer Bryant.
You.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 10/9/2025 as a field observation. Existing violations of the property are 12-17 garbage cans in public view, 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please repair all major cracks, unlevel with surrounding surfaces of the driveway in the front of the property. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup from all areas of property to include driveway in the front of the property. 23.6-1 landscape regulations. Please eliminate bare dirt from landscape by installing approved living ground cover. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 general requirements, 2-75.6.2 B4 overgrown landscape, and 23.4-10 3A parking prohibited. Issued courtesy notice for violation. Of course.
Told you, son, the gym is for fake muscles. Sometimes simple wins.
I don't know what. Okay,
Yeah,
go ahead.
it's okay. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 10/9/2025, re-inspected on 12/30/2025, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/13/2026, certified mail received on 2/23/2026, posted at property at City Hall 1/27/2026. Last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $50 per day. Administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations. Compliance by April 26, 2026, if not $50 a day past that date. Cost $425.29 ordered.
Page 13, item number 58, case number 25-2491, property address of 701 North Federal Highway. Property owner, West Palm Beach Church of God, Seventh Day, Inc., Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 12/3/2025 as an internal code complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-34 use and occupancy certificate exemption. Please contact the building department for assistance with obtaining a use and occupancy exemption certificate for owner West Palm Beach Church of God, Seventh Day, Inc. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection for owner West Palm Beach Church of God, Seventh Day, Inc. 23.4-11 trailer. Location recreational vehicles must be parked or stored behind the front building line and screened from 3 sides, or remove the trailer. Trailer has been screened, but the screening fence is over 16 feet and will need to be permitted. No applications at this time. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 general requirements, issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 12/8/2025, re-inspected on 1/8/2026, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on 2/9/2026, certified mail received on 2/5/2026, posted at property at City Hall 2/3/2026, found last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. I have had personal contact with the property owner. Recommendation time is May 28th, 2026, or fine $100 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by May 28th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by May 28th, if not complied by that date, penalty of $100 a day past that date, with cost at $425.29 ordered.
Thank you. Item 59, case number 25-2519, property address of 714 North Federal Highway. Property owners David P. and Daniel A. Patino. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 12/3/2025 as an internal code complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license for owner Patino Daniel and Patino David. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection for owner Patino Daniel and Patino David. Inspection number 59553 notes are below. 23.4-4 fences, walls, and gates. Please repair, replace, or remove damaged wooden fence. Up to 16 feet of a pre-existing fence can be replaced without an approved permit. If more than 16 feet of the fence is replaced, please obtain an approved permit. Please remove all algae, dirt, and mildew buildup from a wooden fence. Complied violations are 12-18, trash and debris, 12-17, garbage cans in public view, 2-75.6.2, general requirements, 2-75.9, landscape debris, 23.4-19, outdoor storage. Issued courtesy notice for violation hearing on 12/18/2025. Re-inspected on 1/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/26/2026. Certified mail received on 3/3/2026. Posted at property at City Hall 2/3/2026. Last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is May 28th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by May 28th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by May 28th, 2026, if not, penalty of $75 a day past that date, cost $425.29 ordered.
Page 14, item 60, case number 25-2763, property address of 401 South L Street. Property owner is 401 SL Street LLC. Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 12/31/2025 as a business license complaint. Existing violations of the property are 12-18, trash and debris, 2-75.6.2, general requirements. Please repair missing chunk of driveway on side of property. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup of property to include concrete pavement, driveway, walkways, fascia of structure, stairs, porch area of second structure. Please re-secure missing soffit screens of second structure. Please repair damaged wood of door frame and fascia of structure. Please remove all chipping and peeling paint of walls of structure and paint as needed. Please move forward with expired permits number 25-160 and 24-3088 by calling the building division and bringing the permits into the closed status. 2-75.6.2 B4 overgrown landscape. And 23.4-4 fences, walls, and gates. Please repair, replace, or remove damaged, rotten areas of wooden fence. All other violations have been complied. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/27/2026. Certified mail received on 2/7/2026. Posted at property in City Hall 2/11/2026. Last re-inspection was on 3/23/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $75 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find violations testified to. Compliance by April 26th,
April 30th.
I'm sorry, April
Sorry.
30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, $75 a day past that date until full compliance, costs $425.29 ordered.
Thank you.
Item 61, case number 26-137, property address of 717 Lake Avenue, property owner is 717 Lake Ave Holdings LLC, Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 1/16/2026 as a public services complaint. Existing violations of the property are 12-18, trash and debris, 2-75.6.2, general requirements. Please remove all bird feces from walls and equipment of structure and property to include rear walls of structure. Please move forward with expired permits number 24-2352 and 24-1563 by calling the building division and bringing the permits into the closed status. Please repair all damaged rotten wood of soffit of structure to include rear of structure. Please replace missing awning canvas in rear of property near alley. Please remove all dirt and mildew buildup from all areas of property to include concrete/asphalt closest to alley and walls of structure. 14-32 for business license for owner 717 Lake Ave Holdings LLC. And the tenant, let's see, the tenant Pomona, please apply for and obtain a BTR component of the sidewalk cafe permit. 14-35 use and occupancy inspection. Please contact our code division to schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for owner 717 Lake Ave Holdings LLC. 15-43 graffiti. Please remove all graffiti from all property. 19-50 sidewalk cafe permit. Please apply for a sidewalk cafe permit for tenant Pomona. 19-52 sidewalk cafe permit fees. Please contact the building department for fee inquiries for tenant Pomona. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 2/2/2026. Certified mail received on 2/7/2026. Posted at property at City Hall 2/10/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/23/2026. Found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has not had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $100 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations. Compliance by April 30th, 2026. If not complied by that date, penalty of $100 a day past that date. Cost $425.29 ordered.
Item number 62, case number 26-139, property address of 817 Lake Avenue, property owner is Worth the Effort LLC, Officer Bryant.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 1/16/2026 as a public services complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32 for a business license for owner Worth the Effort LLC and tenant Sofra Mediterranean LLC, Palm Beach Wing Chun. Let's see. Wait just a second.
Sure.
14-35 use and occupancy inspection for owner Worth the Effort LLC and tenant Sofra Mediterranean LLC and Palm Beach Wing Chun. Oka Sushi, tenant is no longer at the property. 15-43 15-43 graffiti. Please remove / paint over all graffiti of property to include rear of property. 2-75.6.2 general requirements. Please remove all dirt buildup of stucco in rear of property. Please repair / replace rusted electric box in rear of property. Please replace missing light covers of units 4, 6, 8, and 10 closest to South Dixie Highway. Please remove all chipping and peeling paint of pavement / entryway, walls, and structure and repaint as needed. 2-75.9 landscape debris. Please remove all vegetation from structure and rear of property. 23.5-1 signs. Remove or permit signage attached to planters in the front of property. No applications in system. 19-50 sidewalk cafe permit. To obtain an approved sidewalk cafe permit, please contact the Public Works Department, Shannon Garcia. 19-52 sidewalk cafe permit fees. Please contact Public Works for fee inquiries for Sofra Mediterranean LLC. Complied violations of the property are 2-75.6.2 overgrown land, B4 overgrown landscape, and 12-18 trash and debris. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 2/2/2026. Certified mail received on 2/7/2026. Posted at property in City Hall 2/10/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/25/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is May 28th, 2026, or fine $100 per day. Administrative costs of $425.29 to be paid by May 28th, 2026.
All right, how much was the fine?
What was it?
Fine?
$100 per day.
All right, May 26th?
May 28th.
May 28th, the find the violations based upon the city's file and the testimony. There'll be compliance by May 28th, 2026. If not, there'll be a fine of $100 a day past that date. Cost $425.29 order.
Thank you.
Okay.
Item 64, case number 26-164, property address of 214 North Dixie Highway. Property owner is Public Supermarkets Inc., Officer Bryant. Okay.
Code Officer Juliana Bryant for the City of Lake Worth Beach. The case was initiated on 1/21/2026 as a citizen complaint. Existing violations of the property are 14-32, business license for owner Public Supermarkets Inc., and 14-35, use and occupancy inspection for owner Public Supermarkets Inc. Inspection number 59412, notes are below. 15-43, graffiti. Please remove graffiti from all areas of property to include parking sign closest to North Dixie Highway and green electrical box. Complied violations of the property are 12-18, trash and debris. Formal notice of violation hearing was issued via certified mail on 1/27/2026, certified mail received on 2/2/2026, posted property in City Hall 2/3/2026. Last reinspection was on 3/24/2026, found to be non-compliance. Photographs of property have been taken showing the violation. The city has had personal contact with the property owner. The recommendation time is April 30th, 2026, or fine $100 per day. Administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 30th, 2026.
Okay, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to. Compliance by April 30th, 2026. If not
Correct.
complied by that date, $100 a day past that date until full compliance. Costs of $25.29 order. All right.
Okay, now we're going to
Thank
go
you.
back to page 8. Item number 39, case number 20-654. It's a public request for a lien reduction. Oh, wait, are we doing yours first or Brittany's? Do yours. Let's do yours because I'm calling it now. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You did tell me, Brittany. Public request for lien reduction at 1408 Cochran Drive. The new owner is Yaniel and Son Construction LLC, Supervisor Hicks, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
There's an existing lien on the property in the amount of $209,700, and the property owner has requested a reduction of the lien and has met the requirements of the city's code for reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement for the reduction of lien. The property owner must pay $20,970 no later than April 27th, 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Item 40, case number 25-539. It's a public request for a lien reduction at 1319 Crest Drive. Property owner is Yaniel and Son Construction LLC, Supervisor Hicks, and they entered into a stipulated agreement.
There's an existing lien amount of $7,275, and the property owner has requested a reduction of the lien and has met the requirements of the city's code of for the reduction. The city and the property owner have entered into a stipulated agreement reducing the lien. The property owner must pay $727.50 no later than April 27th of 2026, or the existing lien amount will be reinstated.
Accepted, so ordered.
Now we are going to go to page 23. Item number 97, case number 25-2528, property address of 1830 Aragon Avenue. Property owner is Sam's Properties LLC, Supervisor Hicks.
Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on a field observation on December 3rd, 2025. Active violations are 14-32 business license. Please apply and obtain the City of Lake Worth Beach business license for the owner Sam's Properties LLC and tenant Monster Sales. Section 14-35, use and occupancy inspection. Please schedule and pass a use and occupancy inspection for the owner Sam Properties LLC and tenant Monster Sales. (23.4-11) outdoor storage. Please remove all outdoor storage from property. For any questions or concerns, please contact planning and zoning. 23.5-1, no permit application submitted for the signage on the building. Complied violation is 2-75.6.2, general requirements for adding building address numbers. Issued courtesy notice for violation on December 3rd, 2025. A reinspection was conducted on January 20th of 2026 and found to be in noncompliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 27th, 2026. Certified mail delivery attempt. Reminder to schedule and a redelivery for the item on February 11th, 2026. Property was posted on January 30th, 2026. Property was last reinspection on March 23rd and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs have been taken showing the violations. I have not had any personal contact with the property owner. The city's recommendation of time is April 27th, 2026, or fines of $100 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 27th, 2026.
April 27th. All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations are compliant by April 27th, 2026. If not, a penalty of
$100 per day.
$100 a day past that date. If not full compliance, administrative cost $425.29 ordered.
Okay, now we're going to go to page 27, item 114, case number 25-2602, property address of 421 North C Street. Property owner is Maria Del Carmen Flores Martinez, Supervisor Hicks.
Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. I'm presenting this case for Officer Brittany Tyler, who is not here today. Case was initiated on December 9th, 2025 for the existing violations of 2-75.6.2 to remove unpermitted tent carport. Please process expired permit 21-3565 by contacting the building division. Repaint walkway, remove dirt buildup from structure walkway. 12-17, please place garbage bins behind structure line. Complied violations are 23.4-19 and 12-18. Issued courtesy notice door hanger 15560 on December 9th of 2025. A reinspection was conducted on January 8th, 2026 and found to be in noncompliance. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on January 13th, 2026. Certified mail was delivered on January 17th, 2026. The property in City Hall was posted on January 15th, 2026. Property was last reinspected on March 19th and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs have been taken showing the violation. Personal contact was not met with the property owner. City's recommendation of time for compliance is April 28th of 2026, or fines of $50 per day, plus the administrative cost $425.29 to be paid by April 28th, 2026.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to compliance by April 28th, 2026. If not, fine of $50 a day past that date.
Item 115, case number 26-293, property address of 1428 South Dixie Highway. Property owner is Dixie Garage LLC. Supervisor Hicks.
Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on February 3rd of 2026. The existing violation is 2-7511 for vacant and unapproved foreclosure registration. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 5th of 2026. Certified mail was delivered on February 11th, 2026. City Hall and the property was posted on February 9th, 2026. Property was last reinspected on March 25th of 2026 and found to be in noncompliance. Photographs have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact was made with the property owner. The city's recommendation time is April 6th, 2026 for compliance, or pay fines of $75 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 6, 2026. And I also want to put on the record I'm presenting this case for Officer Brittany Tyler.
All right, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations testified to, compliance by April 6, 2026. If not complied by that date, penalty of $75 a day past that date, and costs of $425.29 ordered.
Item 116, case number 26-294, property address of 1428 South Dixie Highway. Property owner is Dixie Garage LLC. Supervisor Hicks.
Bobby Hicks, City of Lake Worth Beach, presenting this case for Officer Brittany Tyler. Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Case was initiated on February 3rd, 2026. The existing violation is 12-18. Remove trash and debris from entire property. 2-75.9. Please remove all landscaping debris. Formal notice of violation in hearing was issued via certified mail on February 5th, 2026. Certified mail was delivered on February 11th, 2026. Posted at property in City Hall on February 9th, 2026. Property was last re-inspected on March 25th of 2026 and found to be in non-compliance. Photographs have been taken showing the violations. Personal contact was made with the property owner. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 13th of 2026, or pay fines of $75 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 13th, 2026.
Basically, find the violation testified to based upon the city's file and based upon the testimony. Compliance by April 13th, 2026. If not complied by that date, $75 a day past that date until there is full compliance, $425.29 costs ordered.
Item 117, case number 26-295, property address of 1442 South Dixie Highway. Property owner is Dixie Garage LLC. Supervisor Hicks.
Case number, owner's name and address have been read into the record. Bobby Hicks presenting this case for Officer Brittany Tyler. Case was initiated on February 3rd, 2026. Violation is 2-7511, foreclosed vacant and unapproved property registration program. Formal notice of violation and hearing was issued via certified mail on February 5th of 2026. Certified mail was received on February 11th, 2026. Property and City Hall was posted on February 9th, 2026. Property was last re-inspected on March 25th, 2026. The city's recommendation time for compliance is April 6th of 2026, or pay fines of $75 per day, plus the administrative cost of $425.29 to be paid by April 6th, 2026.
Based upon the testimony, based upon the testimony, based upon the city's file, find the violations. They will be in compliance by April 6th, 2026, if not $75 a day past that date. Costs of $425.29 ordered.
Last one.
Okay, so we're off the record. Meeting's adjourned now. Just sign all these, right?
Yes.
All right.